Yo, what's going on, everybody? Oh, how is everybody? No, everything's fine. You don't have to worry about anything. It's not cold at all in here. Everything is great. What? Everything's superb. I am not wearing 7 hats. What are you doing right? You look ridiculous. You're freezing your keister off.
Like that episode in Voyager where the poor ship is under 70 feet of ice and Harry Kim has icicles hanging from his nose.
It's not that cold out here. Good evening, everybody. Minute and a half, and we'll go live. Appreciate you guys all being here. Zero G says, can't wait for this stream reveal. No hats. Well, I have great news for you. All right. Well, we got stuff to do tonight. Good evening. Is my head cold? Dude, today was the weirdest experience ever. It really was quite strange. Do I want a beanie? No, I'll tell you what. I now want to buy a Talking Trek beanie.
You think?
I've got them, and I've never, but now that I have a bald head, like, that sounds great.
Yeah, you need one for every day of the week.
Oh my gosh, I want it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into the Talking Trek merch store and buy myself a beanie. You can do the same thing by going to the website talkingtrek.stfc.com and click on that little merch button so that you can go get yourself a Talking Trek beanie because it's cold outside.
No amount of beanies will save you from the frostbite that is your life outside of this store.
The frostbite?
Yes.
You can't even speak words yet.
My tongue doesn't work. It's negative 10 degrees in the studio.
This is what I deal with. This is what I deal with on the regular.
There's no way Mickey and Minnie are still alive. You've frozen them out.
Oh, funny stuff. Hey, good evening, everybody. Wow, y'all are starting a hype train. Look at you guys. KA Knowledge, thank you very much. M la 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 la. ATL Shouty, Angry Lou, Mark, Chris, Jeff, thank you guys. Denny, Akira, you guys are incredible. Thank you guys very much. Looks like time's up. Time for the big reveal.
Oh, yeah, the big reveal.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into the show.
You look absolutely ridiculous.
You look absolutely ridiculous. You look even more ridiculous on camera than you do in real person. Like in real life. Like
I can't feel any of my appendages.
It is cold out here. I told you it was cold.
I thought we were going to play Star Trek Fleet Command. I can't feel my fingers. How am I going to play the Year of Hell? This is the Year of Hell.
It's cold in here. But listen, this is what I deal with.
Well, you know, maybe you should get a heater.
I have 2 heaters in this room. There's 2. Now, if you want to tell the audience how terribly, brutally unbearable it is, maybe we could, hey, you know what we can do?
What?
Big right there. That's impressively large.
Thank you. It is impressively large. We can take a look at this stream goal right up here, and I might use it to buy myself a heater.
You're going to use it to buy a toupee. That's what you said on the way back.
I am not going to buy a toupee.
You said you were going to buy it. Well, you know.
Where's Griffin's neck? He's got it all bundled up. Look, he's wearing a scarf.
I've got my knives.
He stopped to buy winter clothing because he came from Miami.
No, I come prepared. It's not my first rodeo, but this is excessively cold.
The mic is muddy. Here's why. It's because I'm holding it. because
Well, somebody can't wear their microphone because they have donned more than one hat to prevent you, the audience, from seeing the comedy show that is his Chrome Dome.
first of all, I am not ready. I am not ready for this.
Will you have some integrity and take off your hat? Everybody's here to see your bald head.
I know.
You're not fooling anybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, I know you're here to see my bald head. We're gonna do that. You guys are in a hype trade. Thank you very much. 2.5 minutes left. 52% through level 2. What? Maybe level 20, and they get to see my bald head. Okay, cool.
Absolutely
fine,
not.
good.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. What are you? Is that your?
I'm just gonna go get a little warm.
Is that your banana hat? Why does it have like red things coming out of it?
There's another hat
What have you done?
underneath
I
it.
go to get my scarf, and I come back, and you have shielded yourself from the big reveal.
I'm warm.
It's not going to work.
My ears are warm.
Well, we're all very glad that your ears are warm. Number one, that's a lie.
I'm layered. Yes. Thank you. I'm layered. Thank you, Lord Ascarin. Yeah, Chrome Dome. We should cuddle for warmth. Who says we haven't?
What?
It's warm up here, or cold up here.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Nobody believes me when I say how cold it is up on the mountain. I can't actually say that. Never mind. I was getting ready to dox myself again. He is completely hilariously amused by my actual street address.
Yeah, it is very apropos. But be that as it may, let me just take a quick time out and say, Ultimate DJ,
Yeah.
you have a beautiful home.
Oh, thank you.
And it overlooks this beautiful vista. You know, he never talks about it, you guys, but you open up his door to his porch, and you just see just the lay of the land. It's like you're a settler, and there's nothing out there. I feel like I'm in the call of the wild. I just have this mountain range of snow and fresh little doggy prints prancing around in it.
Yeah.
And you don't hear a thing, not one car,
so quiet
not
up here.
one freeway, and the house itself is a beautiful house.
Well, thank you.
With a nice big entryway. We can have the 2-story interior roof, and
Yeah.
it's a beautiful, great room and a big kitchen. And it's really nice. I really like his home. He has a
thank
really
you.
nice pad.
I really appreciate that, man.
Now, if we can
It's
get
been
an
nice to
effing
have-
heater out here in the studio, so we don't freeze to death, I literally might. I feel like now I'm in Titanic. I'm in Titanic.
Exclamation point tip! Exclamation point
Where's
donate.
my whistle?
I will also use.
Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
That's gotta be a clip. Somebody's gotta clip that. Listen, as we are reaching towards our redemption milestones up here, okay? You guys can get us towards our milestones, and I promise to use some of that money to do something about the heat for my buddy.
Yeah. If not for me and Mickey and Minnie.
Oh, they're frozen. They're ice.
I think you've iced them out. They're gone for good.
They're ice mice. Ice mice. Okay. Why not move the studio into the house? Not like the wife will care anymore. Damn.
That is so logically accurate, but also so harsh.
Shoot,
and
Carissa.
cold.
That's a too soon kind of thing, right? No, I'm not moving the studio. My gosh, I've got so much. As a matter of fact, I was telling him about Studio C.
Yeah.
That I want to build. I was showing him an extra area of space in here that I want to build with more stuff.
Well, you do have enough room in the house. You could actually have an inside the house studio now.
Yeah, it's just going to that would turn the entire house into like a studio. Plus, the acoustics are terrible in
You
there.
will enjoy it more than what you have now.
The acoustics are great. Everything's fine. It's better out here. If we go in the house, then the acoustics are bad. And
This is why people call you a grumpy old man, because you hate the thought of change.
I hate the thought of change.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I hate change.
Yeah.
I can't even get this off.
Here, well, who shut... Here, just relax. Will y'all help you get off your... There, here. Get off the... There's another hat under there.
Oh, come on!
There's another...
Why are you... Just come on, man. Just leave it. My eyebrows are bad enough, right? Look. Aren't they bad enough?
I think they look delightful.
I feel like
somebody in chat had a question about how long penciled on eyebrows last. Would you like to share with the class?
Well,
Your
so
personal
they drew these on today, but I don't think do I still have any of the makeup on, or is that just the native line?
You've frozen it all off.
Yeah, so
there we go. Uh-oh. We're getting a little.
We're good.
Okay.
Everything's great. So, it apparently doesn't last very long, but I didn't realize that there was still going to be like that the color of my skin is different where my eyebrows were. So you can actually still see my eyebrows. Like, you're not actually, no, this is as much as you get. This is as much as you get, crazy cat lady.
TJ Doberman, if you watch our video on YouTube that I just posted, you'll see that his boss actually participated in the eyebrow shaving herself, and she liked it. She was giggling with glee.
She had a good time with it.
She was giggling with glee.
All right. General Darkfire says, turn off the camera. My kids don't like no eyebrows. Oh, well, then I got something else for you.
There you go.
There you go.
Now that is a look. That is a distinguished gentleman right there.
Why are my headphones crooked? See, you don't notice things like this when you have hair.
Your headphones are wildly crooked. That is hilarious.
Okay. Why? Is my head crooked?
I think it is.
My head is crooked. Do I have a crooked head?
You're screwed. You're screwed,
I have a
pal.
pointy head. Look how pointy it is.
Does anybody else think, if you watch the video, does anybody else think that he looked better with that handlebar mustache before they shaved it off?
All right, I did not like the
I thought
mustache.
that you looked really good with that mustache.
Why won't it sit level on my head? What is
You're
happening?
You're going to get a fine-looking young lady if you grow that mustache back. I'll tell you that right now.
What is happening with the head? Okay, maybe that's a little... No! Why are the headphones crooked?
This side is definitely shorter than this side.
Is it
sticking
my
up.
head?
Yes.
No, I have a
The
perfect...
headphones are made symmetrical. You got a big problem over here. We got to push this down. Wow. Red J1 says, Picard really let himself go.
You're an ass. Come on. Actually, I'm fine being Picard.
Yeah.
Everything's good. Yeah. I can't believe you wouldn't notice that when I'm wearing hair. It's crazy. All right, oh my gosh, that is going to drive me nuts, dude.
Tarpitude says they need to get me some of those sticky balls that I can throw at your head from across the room so we get them to stick. That'd be a fun game to play.
See, look, yeah, somebody says they should have left the Charlie Chapman mustache. I did not like that look.
It was not a Charlie Chapman mustache. It was like a big, thick, it was all the way down to here. Like an outlaw Ron Bass mustache.
Shiny says during birth, 78 years ago, it's very normal. My head was massively deformed.
Did the doctor need one of those plungers to get you out? Plunged?
Well, guys, here's all we're saying, okay, about this, and then we're going to move on because we've got business to attend to tonight.
It's Arcfall Day, damn it.
It's Arcfall Day. We've got stuff to do. I've got directives and exocomps to burn for you guys, the community. We don't need to be talking.
We get to demonstrate the entire new single loop.
The new double loop that exists inside STFC. We're going to talk about that tonight. But, yes, it happened. It happened. There was no more dodging nothing. He made sure it happened.
I came to regulate. And Strider Proudfeet says, we appreciate you, DJs. You did good. And I completely agree, Strider.
Thank you.
He did do well.
My
DJs
debt has been paid. Well, part of my debt. I still have. Thank you. No,
nope.
Get out of there.
Still has hair.
I do still have a little bit of debt to pay to the community.
Oh.
We've got to give them access to the account.
That's true.
We've got to give them access to the account. We also have to play the geography game with you.
Yep.
And oh my gosh, I do actually have surprising news. I don't have the final figure yet.
Okay.
But I got an email today from Monroe Carroll Jr.'s.
Is that right?
I did.
And how is Mary Ellen? Mary Ellen, no.
Lee Ellen.
How's Lee Ellen doing?
They are great, except, I mean, they're great. They're great.
Okay.
Except one of you guys sent in a surprise contribution with Employer Match that had our name on it, but was never tracked by us.
Really?
It was never on the counter. It was never on the website. It was just found in an audit yesterday.
So will we have like an extra $500 to put in there?
Well, they are going through all the grand totals, but Lee Ellen tells me that she believes that this particular donation was so large, and there were, by the way, a couple of 2-3 other donations that were smaller that came in. She says, I'm not sure, like 1,000%, but I think your total is going to be closer to $70,000. Yeah. She was like, I don't know. It's not quite right, but we're going to double check. We're going to do a final audit. We should have a final count within the next couple of days.
Dude, that's awesome. That means that we'll be hitting $120,000 in 2 years plus.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You guys,
I mean, technically, we've already hit the 120,
That's impressively
right?
large.
54 plus 68.
We're pushing 125. If you could also, and we try so hard to take you in our pocket and through our camera into the hospital to meet the people and see the impact, but there's just no substitute for walking in there yourself and seeing the smiles on the faces, especially our second year back when people know who we are and what we contributed.
It was so sweet.
And just how much gratitude there is for the help and support and love that all of you helped bring that hospital and all those sick kids during Christmas. Now 2 years in a row.
It's been incredible. Hey, DJs. So, you know what? I'm just going to read you an excerpt of this. This is from Lee Ellen.
Well, can we hear Lee Ellen?
Hey,
Lee Ellen's
DJs.
voice?
Thank you. I don't have Lee Ellen's voice.
Yeah, you do. Come on.
Hi, DJ.
Okay.
It's not right.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Thanks so much. I am so thankful for another incredible year of Talking Trek Gives Back. Your community continues to blow all of us away. Here's the tracking document for your reference. I know you wanted to work on an email campaign to gather signatures. Some of the gifts that you mentioned have arrived. There's a couple that we're still waiting on, but did you know about this? There's at least 3 or 4 other donations that have come in referencing your show that was not on yours or my list. I have attached a report of the donations that excludes names. Just to note, these are only the donations that have been logged with your code on the Jingle Toy Drive page, whether it was a donation from a listener or added by our team as an offline donation. This number is higher than either of us expected. It includes those who decided to kindly cover credit card fees. However, those fees still go towards your total in your fundraising area, so you can see that in your total. When you're ready to send out the mass email, please tell me what you would like it to say. We'll send it out to all contacts. And please, again, thank your team for what we estimate to be the largest ever campaign within Jingle Toy Drive at an estimated $70,400.
What?
$70,000.
That is unbelievable.
$400. That means, based on our number, that there must have been about $2,500 that came in that we never even knew about.
That is incredible. Thank you all for your help and support and for showing up for the people who need it the most.
It's
My eyes are
incredible.
not closed, Floyd. It is 10 degrees in the studio. I can see my breath.
Yeah.
I can see my breath.
No.
And he's bald because he had to shave his head and eyebrows for all of us getting more than $60,000 in the piggy bank.
Berlin says, what did we earn for that? Well, we are going to wait for the final audit. We're getting everything together. I also, we have, as a matter of fact, here, let me just go ahead and say this. Stryker, yours is one that I reported that they don't think is coming yet, but I don't have your real name. So Stryker, if you would send me a DM because I've got to match it up to our list. If you will send me your name and company so we can cross-reference that against the match.
Got to check the checker.
Got to check the list. Got to check it twice. All right. So that is something that we are working on and trying to do the final reconciliation, get that all done. And then we will be sending out that email communication for you guys to submit your digital signatures of your screen names for the digital art that is going to be placed upon the gaming cards. And we're going to have Graydon and Leellen back on the show here in the next couple of weeks to talk about the impact that you guys have had and what the final numbers end up being and how many gaming cards we actually ended up providing in addition to all the floors of children that were provided toys this year. So
that is so badass, you guys.
Thank you guys so very, very much. I mean, 70 grand.
Congratulations, everybody.
That's just wild.
Wouldn't happen without you, UltimatDJz.
Well, it wouldn't happen without you guys, community. It's absolutely incredible. And as Mrs. Boss said in our video earlier tonight, you guys are absolutely incredible. It's absolutely mind-boggling what you guys have set your minds to when we put everything together. It's absolutely beautiful. It is amazing chaos around here. And just from the deepest, from the bottommost crevice of my heart, it is just know that it is so full of love and gratitude for you guys that I get to do what I do for. I never would have dreamed that this is a place that we would find ourselves.
Yeah.
Look at this.
It warms my heart so much I almost don't need to rush back home and stand under my pergola brought to us by Paradise Grills at the International Mall in Tampa, Florida. Or the lovely jacuzzi, courtesy of GL Homes.
Courtesy of?
Yeah.
Courtesy of.
We can really take this to the next level, DJs. I've decided that this year it's got to be the year of additional sponsorships for this channel.
I agree.
We can get our name and our product and our pledge out to even more faces and names.
Mwah.
So we can break.
You're the best. Mwah. Give me hugs.
Thanks,
Yes.
Raj.
Thank
So we can
you,
break
Raj.
the record next year and do it again for the kids.
Yeah.
But we're going to need more people and more eyeballs. So DJs, I'm going to have to start lining up some additional sponsorships for this.
You're going to start adding more.
Yeah.
Cool. Are they going to buy us a heater?
We'll see. Maybe we can do a commercial for a heater. Maybe we could just trade at this point for a heater. Damn it.
Give me, God bless, just get me a heater.
I'll cut you any commercial you want.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you got Bafty over on the other channel. She's got a GameStop pledge. We can't even get a heater.
GameStop picked her up. I mean, by the way, congratulations,
Bafty. We're all very
Mass
proud of you.
attack starts in
boy.
5.
All right, free
4,
stickers. You guys get your
3,
stickers. Let's go with the stickers.
2,
If you
1.
get them all out.
With another
Mass
exploding
attack.
sheep, I swear to God, I'm prepared. You're going to get it back.
Yes, Doberman, we're going to get to it. I have to do
It
the...
says exploding sheep.
Why?
It's the first one. Oh, Candy White.
Don't hit
I'm getting it back.
Stop hitting the cameras.
Well, they shouldn't be
Stop
hitting you.
it. It's going to fall. You really got to stop. Oh, my God. Hang on, TJ. I'm coming, TJ.
I'm getting nothing but exploding sheep. I
I'm
have
coming,
sheep.
TJ.
I hate explosions.
I'm coming for you, TJ. Right after we talk about Lorca.
You're going to blow up that cat. Don't throw the cat at me. It's going to get shot by the sheep.
Stop.
Broken Wolf, you're going to get that cat exploded.
I'm coming, TJ. I'm coming, TJ.
Who's TJ? Can they save both of us?
No, he's not worried about you. He just wants me. TJ, we're going to talk about Lorca, I promise.
No, we're never talking about Lorca.
We're going to talk about Lorca, I swear to God.
Stop it. Stop it with the sheep. Stop it with the sheep.
Stop hitting the camera.
Why are you hitting me? It's only fair.
Oh, my God. How do people put up with this?
I have no idea, but look at all the cotton everywhere.
This is
all this up.
This is everything I never wanted.
Look at the cat. The cat's digging it.
I get it, Cruzito. This is why I like
look out.
podcasts.
Oh.
I never turned this stuff
You got
on.
the rock and the egg. You got the broken glass and
This
the
is
egg.
why I
going.
never turned this stuff on.
Oh, no, another cat.
No. Thank you, Broken Wolf.
Anyway.
Appreciate that. All right, guys, listen. It is time for Star Trek Fleet Command. We've got some stuff to get into tonight. Larka, brand new Fleet Commander in the game. Pretty
That was
excited
3
about
months
that.
ago. Where have you been?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys. By the way, if this is the last thing that I'll mention about it, just thank you guys so much. Somebody asked, did we earn any extra milestones? Thank you, Neon.
Well, indeed you did.
If the official count comes in north of $70,000, then you have also earned an Ultimate DJz and Griffin cosplay stream as Star Trek characters.
Mzadi, I call Riker.
As voted on by the community. All right. We're waiting. We're going to wait on the final official count from Leellen
You're
and the
make
hospital.
A pretty Deanna Troy with that little brunette wig on.
I can't do it now.
We're going to wig you up.
You guys have earned a new a cosplay stream. If we got to make sure that everything hits, everything goes through. The unofficial total right now is at $70,400. So we're going to wait and see what the hospital says.
Somebody put us over the top for Mzadi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a terrible choice. You're really going to regret that. You're going to have to sit there.
I could be Quark.
And listen, no.
I could be Quark. I've already been Quark.
They said Deanna Troy.
No, look, Odo, Voltron says. How about Odo? Like that?
Odo's not in Mzadi.
We don't have to do Mzadi.
That's what everybody voted for. Mzadi.
I don't remember any such vote.
I have it on tape.
All right, guys. Happy Arcfall Day.
Happy Arcfall.
Happy
to the year of hell.
To the year.
Voyager.
To the year of hell.
The 3-parter that warmed my heart when I saw that it was coming.
Okay. So, first of all, there have been... Oh, no.
Oh, hi, Winnie the Pooh.
Hi. What's up, Pooh?
Look, it's Woolly Willy. I can see the moon.
Oh, jeez.
It's too shiny.
Uh-huh.
I think he's angry or sad,
think
not sure. Chrome Dome.
You can't really tell. With the eyebrows missing, you can't
bold.
tell if he's happy or sad, can you, Winnie?
Yes, you can. I'm smiling. Here's my happy face.
Okay, not be mad.
All right.
Can't tell.
You can totally tell
I
there's
can't
still
tell.
movement.
No, there's no movement.
All right.
All
That's right, Mimi. On the bright side, no crippling bugs. Just the Lorca skill points efficiency thing, which we knew and told y'all be ready for that because we saw that before Scopes did.
And we're used to that one anyway. So, it's not like it really matters.
You guys know about that. They've already announced that they're going to be fixing that in a hot patch because, by golly, they've already fixed it more than once.
So at least they didn't have to program a fix.
Yeah, easy,
there's always a bright side.
easy. There's always
This whole
a bright
arc is
side.
not a bug. I can't wait to dig into the narrative, number one, and there's a lot of fun new features.
What?
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Oh, well.
Absolutely nothing. Well, I'm cold.
The loss of hair.
Yeah, it's cold. Is it shiny? So I've been told that I'm going to have to actually start putting product on my head.
Well, yeah.
What? I have nothing. I wasn't prepared to start treating my head skin.
Well, it's called lotion.
That sounds terrible.
They make
when you say
they make it for men,
head skin.
but that's neither here nor there. You better put on some lotion, or you might end up looking like a victim of the phage.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said right here, I would put some rubbing alcohol on your head later. It's going to sting for several seconds, but it should help the itching and burning.
That's a terrible idea. Who told you that?
The barber.
Rubbing alcohol?
That's what he said. Rubbing alcohol.
Did Macaulay Culkin tell you that?
Is he just trying to torture me more?
I believe he did. Yes. You should
He
not
said,
do
by
that.
the way, that was a great deal of fun. Let me know next time you want to do it again.
I
All
don't
right.
think we ever want to do it again.
I'm not going to do it. My barber hates me. He got me a couple of times. I got to be honest with you, though. Can I just be straight for a second before we get... I'm sorry, TJ. We're ready to start into the game. I am not opposed to this look. I mean,
think
the
it's
eyebrows.
The eyebrows will come back. I got to tell you, got to give that mustache a second chance.
I don't think so.
I'm
But... I mean, I will start. I'm obviously going to start growing the beard back again.
I have it on good authority that your boss thought you looked pretty cute when you had that
Oh, I
mustache
bet you
on.
did. I bet you did.
Yeah.
But I do think that this is something I'm going to try for a minute. You know, Spectre was like, "Oh, listen, man, I don't know about the timing of this because you're going on the cruise and we're going to be trying to talk to celebrities and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you know what? This I'm more worried about the eyebrows. This I don't think is a big deal. I think I might hang on to it for a minute.
I don't disagree with that.
This might be a good look for me.
Imagine all the dollars you will save on shampoo and all the seconds you will save in the shower.
Like, $7 every 3 months, dude.
Okay, but it's an efficiency. That's the daily trip.
That's the daily
Take it out over a year, and
over the year it's going to be like $30, bro.
That's like a couple ham sandwiches.
Thank you. All right. How does my head feel on the pillow? So I actually did take a quick little cat nap.
Yeah, while I was up editing the video again, just like last night when I was up until 30 in the morning editing the video again, while lazy ass over here is asleep in his own bed snoring. I hear him actively snoring while I'm in his home editing the videos.
He told me to take a nap. I was a little tired. I said I needed to take a nap. He said, go lay down. I said, no, I should probably prep material for the arc. He's like, nah, go lay down. Go relax, man. Those were your words.
Anyway,
take a nap, he says.
Year of Hell, DJs.
Year of Hell. All right, guys, let's jump into it.
There's a lot to talk about.
We've got the static charged, or the static and the charged. Everything is over here in the Delta Quadrant. Now, joining us here very, very shortly will be Jules Vern.
You're in the Gamma Quadrant. Get us together.
Here we go, right here. You can see it right there. There is the...
zoom back out.
Okay.
Look, they have done more fun things to this cloud space over here.
What?
This is
this right here?
Zoom in on it a little bit more. There's some additional graphics in here, some flashing around.
Yeah, listen, there's going to be...
If you just let it sit there for a second.
Do you guys remember...
That's what they did.
Yeah, when they launched
Voyager
this
before.
space, there was stuff hidden back here.
There's more stuff hidden here.
There's going to be more systems released here for Voyager. Absolutely.
That's really pretty. They did a good job.
Armadas.
Yeah, more armadas. Aren't you excited? So, yes, we do have a
2
new
loops in 2 months.
nebulous 2 loops in 2 months. Well, actually, we got 2 this
3
month.
loops?
We got 2
That's
this month.
only 1 loop.
It's 2.
Kill the
I
blasted.
grabbed Thor's hammer.
By
What a
Grabthar's hammer. What a
There's
savings.
no talking to you people. Go to the Black Widow systems.
So here's the Black Widow systems. All right. We've got 17 new systems. Now, great question. AJ says, what crew do we need for the invading entity? I'm going to tell you probably we're going to work with the crew that we earned during the last invading entities setup, which is going to be right here. This is what me personally, this is what I'm setting up. I'm going with a Pike, and this is the same thing that I use against the Chimera hostiles. I'm going with a Pike, a Janeway, and a Tolra.
That's the terrible crew.
Okay? Why?
There's such a better crew to use, and you should already have them unlocked.
This is what I use. Galaxy Quest crew as a general whole is a good one. You must be talking about Tim the Toolman Taylor.
No.
What are you talking about?
I want to get Sigourney Weaver on the side of that
Gwen
ship.
DeMarco. That would be great.
And I want to get Val on the other side of that ship, and I want to put scary character right there in the scary, what's her name, in the middle.
Who, Dejosh?
Yeah, the Cardassian.
Okay, so you want to go Dejosh. You want to go with who? Tolly?
Sure.
Tolly right there. Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
And you would put Gwen DeMarco
I absolutely
right
would.
here.
Yes.
I would as well if I had her.
Disappointed and dissatisfied.
Yeah, I do not have Gwen DeMarco yet. But I do agree. Gwen DeMarco would be better than Captain Janeway.
But if you don't have Gwen DeMarco, yes, Janeway is going to be the next best bet. What's her Janeway? Tier 4?
My no, my Janeway is not tier 4. My Janeway, I believe, is tier 3. We're going to double check here very quickly. Oh, cool. Game first. Never mind. We're back. Yeah, I am tier 3, level 15 on Janeway. So that, for me, is going to give me 20% against these Chimera hostiles. Okay. Now, there is something different about these. Okay. Pixelate says Dejosh does not work on these.
Why would Dejosh not work on those?
Dejosh works. Does. Yeah, she totally does. Yeah. Okay. Her captain's maneuver might not. Okay. Loot gain from Armada. Oh, wait, what does? You sure?
It should.
Oh, no. Captain's maneuver should not. Although Mimi says she does.
Well, we can test that.
Roselia says she does.
Have you guys run one with and without?
It says armadas and hostiles. Yeah, but these are not.
This is an invading entity. That's exactly what should not work.
The invading entities, the stuff that works on both armadas and hostiles works on invading entities.
Says who?
No, it was
every officer.
That's how it worked.
Oh, you mean like BLT and And
BLT, look, all
That's
those
that-
underdecks guys, they work.
All
Okay, the
everything and
chat
or
is saying
neither
yes.
stuff.
They are neither armadas nor hostiles, says Lord of Scared. I know. All right, well, we're going to test it, Pixelate. We'll test it. TJ says, in summary, what we found last time is officers that do and do not work versus Chimera and Krenim armadas. Wait, I can't. I don't
Not
know.
armadas.
That doesn't make much sense to me, TJ. We're going to have to get a little bit more clarification on that. That being said, the chat says that DJz works in the captain's chair. Now, is that the best place for her? Maybe not.
Probably.
She's not doing anything for combat capability, but loot may end up being very important. Jules Vern will be joining us here shortly to discuss that with us. But at the very least, we know that her officer ability definitely will, because she specifies invading entities. Okay? The officer ability absolutely will work, specifying invading entities. Okay? So, that is a reason that I would have DJz on the side card. Okay? Tarpy has a chart. Ooh, Tarpy, you know how I am about the charts.
I'm making a new one too.
Can we have it?
Ooh, more charts.
Can I
Yes.
show it? Man, my nose is running.
Well, it's in progress, but
It's like
sure.
it's cold.
I'll make a
It's
thing.
cold out here. or
did he
something.
shave your nose hairs off too?
No.
You should have gotten your nose hairs waxed while you're at it.
Why would I do that to myself? It was bad enough. Did you see how much blood was on the back of my head?
Yeah, I got a really good shot of it.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
There was a lot of blood.
His
All right,
hands were shaking and cold. My hands were shaking and cold.
It was chilly. K92 says, can we ask for harder hostiles? Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there very quickly that, Scopely, if indeed you were going for the unkillable hostile without the exocomp, Canine Tooth says, try again later, man.
Wait a minute. That's 133 billion point cube.
Yeah, 133 billion cube. By the way, with no exocomp.
And no forbidden tech.
He's using a loot crew.
And no forbidden tech. And no chaos tech.
Yes,
And he's got the dog as the avatar as insult to injury.
Yeah, and he killed a level 68 static with no exocomp.
And it like barely touched him.
And a crew
Oh,
that doesn't really work.
Congratulations, Canine Tooth. You have beaten the game.
Canine Tooth has beat the game. Okay?
Can-
And you're right,
can you
power
do it
doesn't really
yourself?
mean a whole lot. But, I mean, look, he's using Picard Data 5. That's a loot crew. Okay? And Picard's officer ability isn't going to work. The only reason, and Data's not working for Cascade. The
and
only
look,
reason
he's-
Data's there is for synergy.
He's getting that present in the rewards. That's what's not in the chest. That whatchamacallit. That's for the FKR reputation. bump,
FKR
right?
reputation. Yeah. Mimi says he's only hitting a 68. Only?
Only.
Yeah. Well,
Disappointing.
he's a 70. He should be hitting the 70.
Why aren't you hitting a 70? The chat dismisses your accomplishment.
I bet you
K9.
because it doesn't exist.
Yeah. No,
the
it
chat,
exists.
the
And
chat
that's what he should be hitting.
dismisses your achievement, Canine Tooth, and
We
says,
take back
"Why
your
didn't you hit a
flowers."
70?" Yeah, sorry, you do not get your floral crown at this point. Sorry, it has been revoked. All right, you're gonna have to go and kill a level 70 before apparently these guys are gonna be impressed. Okay, yeah, Jiminy Christmas. Anyway, it was a level 68, and if you'll note that it literally took about 3% of his hull.
Yeah.
I'm going to imagine if he did only take 3% of hull against the 68, he probably could still kill the 70. There's surely not that big of a jump, is
I
there?
believe you're right.
It's
And by the
it's a
way,
pretty big leap from level to level.
and by the way, he single shipped this. You can take 2 ships, but he single shipped it. Just throwing it out there.
He did.
All right. Mimi says, "Oh, don't get me wrong. It's still amazing. He just hasn't finished beating the loop until he hits the 70." All right, Canine Tooth. There you go. Challenge. He literally, he's
He
out
wants a
doing.
harder hostile.
He's doing
There-
it right
they
now.
exist.
I'm sure he is.
I know he's in the chat. He's there. He wait. He says, "Wish there was a 70."
I told you.
Canine, there is a
What?
70.
There's not a 70.
There's not a 70.
There's not a 70.
There's not a
Show
70.
me the 70.
Right there, Vesperate
Okay, let's
zone.
get there. Show me.
Warp. I can't. Warp range 1500. There are 70s, Canine Tooth.
I don't believe you can prove that in a court of law.
Well, maybe not.
There's a level
I'll check.
70 system. What says you, stfc.space?
Oh, absolutely nothing, I'm sure.
All right, let's take a look. What was it called? Nesberith?
I mean, I had a 68.
Vesperith.
And it was lights out for me, but that wasn't in that level
Here it
70
is.
system.
Vesperith does have a static level 70, static and charged.
Well, there's more than meets the eye here because Canine Tooth would certainly have accomplished that feat if it were possible.
Why didn't you do it, Canine Tooth? Wait, Q says there's not a 70 either. Wait, are these not present? Are they not active?
It says Armada. It does say Armada.
They all say Armada, guys. All right, it's a non-Armada Armada. That's why I keep saying that. It's an Armada with the abilities turned off. It's like when they turn off, Neelix to work with Tau. Okay, it's an Armada. They just turn them off.
Well, ZBrent716 says that my system does show that there are 70s.
Okay,
mine has 70s. Let's form a better sentence because I want to make sure that you're saying the right thing. You've been there and you've seen these inventing entities. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, look here. We do have a screenshot from inside the level 70 system. There they are.
ZBrent is exactly right.
There are Okay, Canine Tooth. Why are you trying to pull the hair over my eyes?
What a Wizard of Oz moment. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. There are no 70s there.
Canine Tooth, what you doing, man?
Oh, drugs. Yeah. He's doing drugs.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So there you
go.
go.
We're talking about prescribed over-the-counter / drugs, by the way.
Juby says it's because Canine Tooth can't kill the 70s.
Oh, man. That's...
Them's fighting words. Okay.
Ooh.
Wait, now wait, I'm being told. No, Savage Darkness, you can't say they're in the database, not in the game. This is a screenshot from the game.
Why would you say that, Savage Darkness?
These are level 70 targets. This is a screenshot from in the game.
Benny Hill's Ghost says that Canine sits on a throne of lies.
The cake is also a lie. Thank you, Jonathan Wick. I like that.
The cake is a lie.
Yeah, so these apparently, and look, somebody's hit one because now.
X-Studer is screaming game at us. Game.
Interesting that somebody has hit one and not survived.
Maybe that was Canine Tooth.
Was this Canine? Did you only kill 20% of that hostile before dying? Where's my dramatic button for that?
You know what?
Was that you, Canine?
I'm sitting here, I'm just going to fix that once and for all because you do that every time.
What are you doing?
I'm fixing your stream deck. Everybody is sick and tired of only hearing the first half of that thing. Here it is right here, right?
I've got it on max. It's already on max. It's because I've got it running through a virtual cable, so don't mess with it.
Oh, you're
Thank you. I am not the worst. I know exactly what's...
fader for a fader for a fader.
It's, everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. All right. Forgotten Sex says it probably wasn't death. It was probably the round limit. And that's
a fair point.
Possible.
That could be the case.
Okay. It's possible. All right. Now, so we proved that the 70s do exist. And that's not necessarily something that we're really trying. I can't get there tonight either. Look, K9, it was a system just for you. Okay. That being said, we do have these set of systems up here. And at this point, I think we just got to travel into them.
What ship are you going to take?
Well, first, I'm going to take a disco. So here's the thing. I have not played yet. I am being told, granted, that was from K9, that these hostiles or that these non-Armada armadas are somewhat squishy. Now, we are going with 2 ships. Matters, are you agreeing? Are these squishy?
Well, no.
Jules Vern is on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
If an op 70 is knocking out 68s, that means they're not squishy.
Okay, I would agree. He said he didn't try one yet. Ladies and gentlemen, Jules Vern is on the stage. What's up, brother?
Hey,
How
Jules.
are you?
Hello.
Good evening. Now, listen, as we get ready to, we are going to do scientific testing tonight. Jules has a ton of information to share. As we do every single ArcFall, Jules has been hard at work all day long. We've got charts, we've got graphs, we've got data for you. And Jules has been responsible for directing all of the requested testing out of the Talking Trek laboratory.
Amazing.
Jules, my understanding is that you have a specific set of things that you would like tested tonight, and I have directives. As a matter of fact, I haven't even opened them yet. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to show you. I didn't even want to open the chest, Jules, because I wanted to show you what it was that I had available for you. You, Jules, may spend 100% of anything that Scopely granted for the testing tonight. So let's take a look. We have, that is not it. That was tournament credits.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's check this one out. Wait, where is it?
Okay.
No.
It's not here. Scopely! Maybe they, hold on, maybe they did a ninja. Maybe they did a
They
ninja
just
grant.
ninja them
Nope.
into your inventory.
It might have been a ninja grant.
They did give you 500 directives. You just have to go to their website, go to redeem code.
No, that's not the one. They
and
said
put
that
in-
they said that they gave me some.
They did indeed.
Let's see, where would they be? Let's go under other. They said that they gave me a bunch. They also said exo. Yeah, here we go.
Well,
Here we go. Here we go. Right
They're
here.
ninja right into your account.
Here it is. Here it is,
Yeah.
Jules. You
There
have
you go.
1,800 temporal incursion directives.
Ooh.
You have.
How many exocomps do you have?
They
you
gave
got
me four
Yeah,
requisition
that's one
forms.
However, that requisition form, you can only claim one of each exocomp because there's a cooldown. So you actually only have a total of 42 minutes of testing.
Well, that's okay. I can log into my account and then we can burn mine too.
Wait, you got,
Did they
you
give
got
them
stuff?
to you as well?
You got stuff too?
I believe I
Yeah,
should
he'll
have.
just-
Oh,
Got it.
nice. Okay, he got stuff too. All right.
There you go.
So yeah, because I sent in both of them. I forgot about that. Because we
He
were going to
always
be on the
forgets
map.
about me because he's
forget about
busy
you.
sleeping on his stupid bed with his fluffy dog, snoring together with their bellies up, while I'm doing all the hard work editing videos at 4 a.m.
Well, he thought about you ahead of time and
Yeah.
got you free stuff.
I got
You know what he
stuff.
didn't get me? He did not get me Welch's Grape Ghost Energy drink.
What?
You knew that I was going
I
to be here
got
2
you
weeks in advance.
Prime. You've got Prime.
I got Prime.
Yes, it's good. You like Prime.
Well, we can't do the side-by-side comparison.
Prime does not
Actually,
Ghost.
that may not be entirely true. Are you able to use your tablet to log into the whale cam?
I can use my laptop to log into the whale cam.
Yeah, we actually are kind of set up to do this, but I don't know that it's necessary to do it side by side, to be honest with you, okay? We don't necessarily need to do it side by side, but we will look. If that's something we need to do for you guys, then we'll do it, okay? That being said, here is what Scopely granted. Jules, you will be able to direct all testing. I gave Jules a directive earlier today, and I said, hey, listen, buddy, you get to form whatever scientific testing you want. We're going to do it all on stream. Scopely gave me a bunch of stuff, and you get to spend it.
And
okay?
if we run out of that, I can buy it all.
If we run out of that, he'll buy more. All right.
I hear the
So,
cha-ching already.
yeah, I don't even have that button. I forgot about the extra buttons tonight. If
See?
anybody has the money cha-ching,
You
Lube
see?
or
See what I
Stewie,
mean?
send it over to me, and I'll load it up real quick.
That
so,
would be my cha-ching.
I'll put it on here, okay?
Okay.
Did I get the Exos? No, Maxenheimer. It looks like they gave me the requisition forms.
So we can choose our exos.
So
Can
we
you
can-
talk about exactly how that works?
Yeah, so long story short,
Because Beck didn't really cover that in her video.
the Exos are allegedly required items that are necessary for you to be suited for combat.
Like suiting up with armor.
Yes. Okay. Cruzito says, is this going to be on Discord? I wasn't going to do on Discord. However, I can record for podcast if you want. We're getting ready to start into our content. You want me to record for podcast, Cruzito? I can do that.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I have a lot of people who like it too.
Okay. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the show. UltimatDJz here. Already fast forwarding through our broadcast, just a couple of minutes, saving you from the crazy sticker attack and the blinding light that is now my shining head. Welcome into everybody to this recording of Talking Trek. My name is UltimatDJz.
And I'm Griffin.
And we are here to talk to you today about Arcfall. All right, the new double loop. Loop.
It's a single loop.
It's still a double loop. all right?
M.74, the year of hell.
All right, there you go. So Tarpey, Cruzito, there you go. Podcast is started, and we'll pick up right here. Jules Vern is on the stage tonight. He will be directing all of our scientific testing and all this stuff. Scopely gave us some directives. We've got a couple of exocomps in the form of the requisition
Thank
items.
you, Scopely.
We appreciate that support and being able to bring you guys some content. So that is the goal here. Let's jump right in. Jules, First of all, let's talk about this entire loop here, okay? The exocomps and the hostels, and if I'm not mistaken, all right, correct me if I'm wrong, but the building itself, really, aside from a buff and damage, has nothing to do with these hostels. I don't have to go in and level the building. I don't have to time my level ups and all this stuff to have anything to do with my ability to participate against these non-Armada armadas. Is that right?
They're called invading entities.
Invading entities. Thank you. I couldn't remember that.
The only requirement is that when you are UPS 42 or above, you build the building in order to unlock the faction.
Okay.
And the faction is going to give you the currencies you need to start and succeed against these hostiles.
So step one then is we got to go and build this building.
We do, in fact, have to build the building then. So, Jules, like, you're the director of all scientific advancement and testing on screen and in podcast audio tonight. You're telling me that step one must be build the building.
Build a building.
Build a building. All right, so we're going to build the building. Boom, we've got that. We've got our Department of Temporal Investigations key, which was given as a gift on ARC launch day and will be loaded in the system in perpetuity. So if you are less than Ops 42, upon hitting Ops 42, that gift will pop for you. So we're going to build the building, and holy smokes, I am going to have to burn Sigma speed-ups to finish another building. That excites me.
A lack of planning on your part is not a podcast emergency.
That excites me a great deal. All right, Jules Vern, the Department of Temporal Investigations building has been constructed.
Ooh, and it says.
The prime timeline is under threat from the Krenim. The Department of Temporal Investigation needs your aid to defeat the new threat to our galaxy. Collect special DTI exocomps and directives from the DTI faction store. Head to Krenim space and take on the powerful Krenim invading entities with your 2 best ships. Not 3, not one, but 2. Exchange the Krenim loot for DTI credits in the faction store. Check out the faction store to claim additional directives, exocomps, and view the exclusive rewards that come from driving back the Krenim threat, such as Chaos Tech, artifacts, new officers, and more. Level up the new building of Department of Temporal Investigation to gain access to matter converter refineries alongside new powerful buffs in the fight against the Krenim Imperium. All right, so we've got the DTI headquarters built. Now, Jules, you're saying once this is done over in the faction store,
again,
I'm
just
going
want
to
take a moment to say, great work, Scopely, on that artwork. Look at that beautifully animated building.
I do like the art. And this is very reminiscent of the graphic that they used in the television show to protect, like, remember the strand of hair,
yes,
and the ship and all that stuff.
It's got this animated bubble, so like a circle of protection for you Magic the Gathering fans, encompassing the building.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Jules, you like the art? Wait, why are you laughing, Tarby?
No, that was me. I just liked his description.
It was a good description.
Oh,
and I do like the art. Shaitan says 2,600 building parts right off the bat. Was that something that Scopely gave me? Was that
a question or a statement?
Yes.
Okay,
no,
so
that's
Scopely, something
you were gifted.
Okay, so Scopely granted this. I guess what we wanted to. Is there a reason to level this thing up tonight?
There is a damage versus Krenim, so there is something that actually benefits the loop itself, but it's not hyper important.
Why don't we keep it at level 1 for now?
Well, I was going to say, what is the assumption that somebody who's playing against these hostiles here right up front at the beginning of the arc, Jules? What's the assumption that they would have? I mean, I don't want to go beyond. I don't want to use the grant to
level
make
5 is where a lot of free to play are getting using event reward.
Okay, so we should take it to level 5, which is going to give a damage versus Krenim of 500%.
There you go.
Okay, so here we will go ahead. We'll do what the free-to-play path would be today, and we'll take it to level 5. All right, and you're saying that's hello, who's this?
DJ's head is so smooth and shiny that you can eat of it. Believe it. Griffin looks like he wants to build a snowman.
I do.
Believe it. I'm not sure who's colder, Griffin or DJ's barber. Believe it. Yes. Jules Vern is holding in his laughter. Believe it.
Who wrote that? Is that Juvie?
I don't know, but I like it. No, because it didn't say the magic word at the end.
It didn't say dongle at the end.
Hence, not Juvie.
Yeah, must not have been
I feel
Juvie.
like being threatened with a dagger, though.
Yeah, thank you. I like this, by the way. That is a much more acceptable form of stream interruption. Is
I completely agree.
the TTS?
Except
I like that.
instead of the exploding freaking sheep.
Yeah,
in my
the
face.
sheep exploding. I mean,
Still-
how many sheep have you guys killed in the name of entertainment?
I
here?
mean, I'm picking the cotton out of my teeth even to this day.
All right, so Jules Verne, we are now at level 5 on the DTI building, which again, community is being told to me that this is an appropriate level for free-to-play players to have obtained here on day 1.
And that's by completing the rewards that are currently available through the events in day 1. Is that correct, Jules Verne?
Yeah, it looks like some other people are getting a little bit further, possibly from mission rewards. There is a mission rewards that either you can select getting directives or getting building currency. There's probably some other ways to redeem and get more. So you could probably get maybe up to 10. I'm not entirely sure.
I do
without
want
missions is what I'm hearing.
I do want to send a little bit of credit out to Sanguine Otter, who says I can't unsee this graphic. It is is he a sloth? The sloth from Ice Age.
Yeah.
I can see it now. The little eyeballs right there and the big old schnoz. I can actually see that. Available in the graphics room for the podcast audience. That's just something that's going to make you chuckle.
At
Okay?
9:52 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, thank you.
On
very
Monday,
much.
January 7th.
I can't unsee it now either.
It's right
oh
there.
my
All
God,
the way
it's
down to
there
the smiley
forever.
face. I
All
love
right,
it.
it's there forever. Okay,
Anyway.
so we've got this level 5 now. Just out of curiosity, the level 5 of the building is going to provide you with a dash of PvP Apex Barrier, 150. Additional Isolytic defense of 9%, not a great deal. I do like Isolytic damage increase of 4%. We've got artifacts that give a 0.5%.
At a
So
time, yeah.
Isolytic damage of 4%, never going to get me to turn my nose up at that. Officer stats boost of 40%, small amount. Broken ship parts gain of 5%. That's a loot gain,
Tiny.
very small. And damage versus Krenim of 500%. Now, this is probably substantial.
Now compare that to what the officers do.
I guess we should look at what the officers, but weren't the officers mostly in like shot enhancement and things like that?
Well, let's have a look.
I
I think
believe so.
that's true in at least one case, yes.
Okay. All right. I am now being told that. Oh Lord.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
K92.
Canine Tooth says, all right, I will take back a small piece of my complaint. I did need an actual crew, but still only needed one ship and no exocomps. That is the level 70. Congratulations. It was a good try, Scopes. Thank you, guys.
I'm surprised that K9 Tooth still uses
The Borg Cube?
No, still uses Chakotay and 7 instead of DJz.
Wait a
and
second. Chakotay and
Especially
7 are not
because-
going to
Yeah,
work,
won't work.
dude.
I thought that
Correct.
was an
Gwen
Armada.
was the only one working there.
Gwen was the only one working. Yeah, Chakotay and 7 are not going to work. Those are Armada officers. So, hey, go back, K9, with a
with DJz Torah.
DJz
Why?
Torah.
Synergy.
He doesn't need to.
Why?
Well,
Hey,
that's
he
right.
did it anyway.
Well,
Oh,
loot.
go back to the loot crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
go back.
didn't have Luke and Gwen.
Well, did he try? He said he tried with loot. Oh, so you're saying do Picard data Gwen and you could pull it off?
Or Picard 5 Gwen.
Picard
Okay.
5 Gwen.
Or Torah 5 Gwen. It doesn't really make that big of a difference.
Doesn't really
Just-
make. Oh, and you guys can't even see. Let me remove the camera here very quickly. That way you can see.
Get
I
more
mean,
loot out of
it did zap about 60% of his hull, but again, no exo and no second ship. And here you go, K9 Tooth taking out the top target in the game. Okay.
That
Or
did
go
not
full
exist.
recruit
back
and
in the
actually
game.
use an exocomp.
Yeah, or use an exocomp and you could go back with Mbenga.
Now, how do we know that he did not? Would that have said that on this screen?
He says he didn't, and we have to have faith
Well,
in
he
this
also said they didn't
credibility.
exist 10 minutes ago.
We have to have faith in the credibility of our scientific contributions, our scientific community
Okay.
contributors. That's what I was trying to say.
Is that faith of the heart?
Contributors, okay? I have faith that K9 Tooth's not feeding us bad data.
Of the heart?
All right? Because if he did,
All right,
then we
let's-
could never use his data ever again.
Anyway,
So.
go ahead.
So, Jules, we've constructed the building to level 5. We now have the damage versus Krenim at 500%. Are you indicating that you believe that this is a substantial buff? Or that this is useful? Let me rephrase. Not substantial. It's only level 5 of the building. For example, to get it to level 42 is going to be several thousand%. Level 42 looks like it's providing 5,300% damage. But even at 5,300%, 500%, is getting started on the right foot. Are you okay?
I'm freezing my ass off.
He's
That-
rocking back and forth.
That is a lot.
Jules, you're saying that the 500%, that the building provides a tangible benefit to players even in a free-to-play status, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Step 2. We've taken the DTI headquarters to level 5. What is next, Jules Vern?
Go to the faction store.
All right. We're going to head over here to the faction store. We're going to have a new tab in here. Down here at the bottom, it's
You're a
called
rookie.
DTI. I am indeed a rookie. I have 100 points. We have to get 3,400 to get to agent. Just as a quick sidebar reminder, getting to the 3rd rank, Jules, is going to open up the reputation favors, I believe. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a future episode. But there are different things, just like every store. If you look down here at the bottom, there are different things that unlock at different levels.
What
For
are you
example, there's agent,
We can talk about
detective.
it today. I've got data for you.
Well, by golly, son, let's talk about the data. What do you got for us on the reputation
Well,
levels inside the store?
Let's focus on getting through the beginning of this
Squirrel!
loop first,
You're
Okay.
and
the
then
biggest
we'll
squirrel
talk about the
ever.
things that happen later on in the loop. So,
What
finish
is this?
first.
Anyway,
We're
Jules, I
only
got
the
my
top.
head shaved today. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to be quiet. Jules, you teach. I'm just being silly now.
Very top of this faction
Oh,
store. Go back
Okay.
to the faction store. Very top is
You actually closed
two
out of the
claims
faction
that are very
store?
important.
You are
did.
so dumb.
Shush. He's teaching.
Okay.
All right. 2 claims
Yours
that are
has a
extremely
giant
important.
gold claim with nice little pips on them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
claim them.
Temporal incursion directives. Get
Okay.
it.
Claiming temporal incursion directives, that's going to give me 100. Only 100?
So one start a day.
Okay, 1 star today.
1 start a day?
Well, relax. It's day
No.
1. It's day
Really?
1.
No.
Don't make me call New Zealand.
No.
It's day 1.
Time out,
Oh,
Jules.
here we
I
go.
know. Listen, at least this is topical. 1 start a day. Did we not have this exact thing?
Just hang on, dude. What you don't know is all of the math that goes into the loot that you're going to be getting from this loop. We also know that the very beginning of these types of loops, where there's a new hostile, new mechanic that's introduced, we need some time to play. And we haven't gotten that in the past. However, there is a code for players who are above Ops 42, Year of Hell, YOH13. Go to the website, type that code in, redeem it. You'll get 500 directives. That's 5 starts for you to start playing
Okay,
with these
all right.
new armadas today.
Okay.
So
Do it on screen.
hold your
I'm
horses.
not
It is
logging
day
in with my
one.
password on
Sure.
screen.
What can go wrong?
What could go wrong?
You
Absolutely
have
nothing.
plenty of directives. Don't worry about it right now. The very first thing you need to do is go ahead and claim your other claim button, which is the requisition form 13-A.
Okay.
What this does is this provides you a token that you can choose to either claim anti-static exocomp or an anti-charged exocomp.
Ooh, look, you got the little lightning bolt and little wavy sign on there, so you can.
Yeah,
go
because
either
you
way.
get one of either.
Yeah.
And here they are right here, right next to them. The anti-static invaders, anti-charged invaders. This is where you pop the exocomp. Now, Jules, I have actually heard.
No, that's not where you pop the exocomp. So here's what you do.
Ooh.
Everybody else, you can only pull this once a day. So you're going to choose one or the other. But you, DJs, you can go ahead and claim both. Now, here's the thing. Yes, feel free to claim it here because it's just going to go straight to your inventory.
I
does
heard
not
a lot of complaints about that
immediately
today,
activate.
Jules. So this is not an auto-activated exocomp.
Correct.
Which is good.
That's
That
very
is
good.
great.
Hey,
I heard-
Jules.
Good thing.
why were people confused about that today? I even saw that in dev chat. There were people complaining about the exocomps being automatic. Or how would that have complaint have come in?
The only
They
reason that
complained
complaint came is because they thought it was one
was.
way.
And
Well,
went out and
also-
fought in our
Okay, hang on, Jules.
Look at the
Hang-
IMS for you. So make sure for everybody else to pick the exocomp that matches your IMS assignment.
What
That's
IMS
if you want
assignment?
to play in the event.
well,
Hold,
I didn't.
So there's a difference. Because if you want to play in the event, yes, you should help your team. You should help your server out. But if you're worried about your own loot, you don't necessarily need to follow the IMS.
That could also be where people got confused.
Yes.
So this is telling me that I am supposed to be defeating the charged Krenim enemies. That's what my
So,
IMS says
yeah.
is
So
charged.
if you were going to help your server out and you're going to claim the anti-charged exocomp. Or the anti-charged.
Anti-charged.
exocomp.
Okay. So I'm going to come into the faction store. I'm going to go back down to the DTI, and I would choose anti-charged. I'm going to spend my requisition form, and boom, here I have an anti-charged Krenim Invader exocomp, which just goes into inventory. It is not an automatic pop. It goes into my inventory, and then I come over here. If I wanted to pop it off in my
Combat
exocomp factory, then it is down here near the bottom. No, that's not. Yeah, there it is at the very bottom. Anti-charged Krenim Invaders. That is the exocomp. It goes in the combat slot or in a multi-purpose exocomp combat slot. Okay. So we'll talk more about this in hitting these targets here in just a few moments. Jules, I've got the exocomp. Is there anything else emergent that I need to know about the faction store right here up front?
No, because what you'll need to do is actually get some loot in order to be able to claim anything. So at this point, you're kind of done in the faction store.
Okay. So let's head out then.
No, you got to pop the exo, right?
It's combat, so we don't have to do it. Yeah, it's combat, so we don't have to do it until we get there. So, Jules, obviously, we're going to need some powerful ships. We're going to go with the traditional Chimera style of officer set. For me, that at least originally was Pike, Dejosh, and Janeway. I do not have Gwen DeMarco. All right. I've got Vielle down here for my lower decks, criticals. I've got Belana Torres. I've got Harry Kim. And I've got a couple of other slots that I could fill in here. Is there any states on these targets, Jules, that would be important for us to know before we depart? What is an ideal set of abilities that we want to have against these Krenim targets?
I think that regardless of which target you're going for, killing them fast and early is always going to be best.
So damage output.
Looks like you recruit up for damage output, which is ISO. Looks like extra shots. That seems like a good way to go.
Okay. So I am going to just take a quick moment to pop Disco into the largest system that I can go, which for me looks like the Dravon Expanse. It's the level 58 systems. I'm going to pop in here.
While you're heading there, I'll also say that they do actually have ISO damage and Apex Barrier. So they do have lots of other abilities that other Armadas do not. So if you have below deck slots, you could try to put some ISO defense in there in that below deck slot.
Like a Pelia?
Pelia would be a good one. The only other one that does defense, I think, is Dr. Ta'ana, but that's PvP only.
Correct.
So
yes.
You've got this ability on the static warship anyway. The static warship, increasing isolytic damage each round of combat cumulatively if the charge state effect is not present.
If your exo isn't
so this is confusing.
Yeah.
This is confusing because they're like a north and south pole of a magnet, right?
Okay.
So when you use the anti-static exocomp, it actually applies a charged state. So it is applying that state to the attacking ship. Why does that matter other than just having some background how that's actually going to work? Because there is favors that will increase your damage against targets with that applied state. So that is the actual mechanic of how it works. In the end, I'm happy they did anti-blank so that it's really obvious which exocomp you should be activating and then which targets you should be hitting. So you're going after charged. This is not the target for you. So let's go look at the charged ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I am supposed to be looking at the static. And here we go. Here's the static one.
No. You're supposed to be looking at the
Wait,
charged.
looking at charged.
Wait.
And a quick tip, if you go back to
Oh,
system view,
God.
scroll, like zoom out of the system view.
Okay.
Most of the static are supposed to be in the red zone of that system view, and the charged are in the blue zone. Now, that's not 100% the case, particularly a lot of
That's interesting. Yeah, see, charged. There's one charge slightly in the red there. But that is cool how they separated the map graphically. Actually, I like that.
I like it a lot.
It's very, very cool. All right, so we've got static all the way up here. So we're going to come down here and take a look at a charged, okay? The charge down here, this is increasing apex barrier each round of combat in a cumulative fashion if the status effect of static is not present.
We
but
don't
that's
have
why
a way
we use
to
the
combat that at this point
anti-charge
in the game, do we? We don't have an anti-apex barrier officer.
No, not currently. Ooh, interesting. Leaving room for the officer set for next month. Also, battles versus charged Krenim invading entities last only 30 rounds. So we got to, as Jules says, we got to kill it hard, kill it fast. So we are going to go with that Isolytic output. Taking a look at below decks, we'll come back in. We'll probably add Pelia, as you guys were talking about. Troy would be great to use even over Odo. Pick Hugh is going to give me some hull regen.
Now,
are you only using one ship?
Yeah.
No.
We don't need to.
No, I'm going to use 2 ships. I'll use 2 ships.
Okay, great. There is another event that we could get prepped for. And it requires just using all of the officers that are in that event below deck that are not useful on the bridge.
Okay. So should we go look at that event now?
Is that event up right now? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to prep for both testing, but also for event
participation.
So looking into the Krenim event, what I'm assuming talking about is Krenim Crusher. Deal Krenim damage with specific officers. It's calling for Pike. It's calling for Khan. It's calling for Catherine Janeway, Dejosh Tolra, Gwen DeMarco, and Vielle. Now, crazy enough, just our native crew covers a lot of this. I've got Pike already in there. It's almost like Scopely is suggesting a possible crew here. I can put Khan below deck. Dejosh Tolra is on the bridge. Janeway's on the bridge. I don't have Gwen DeMarco. Vielle's under deck, so the only one I need to add would be Khan. Okay? So
can we read the rules of the event, the bottom paragraph?
Yeah, absolutely. Scoring this event by dealing damage to static or charged Krenim, additional points by deploying specific officers.
Anywhere.
Yeah. And this, okay. Let's get in here and let's check it out. So below deck is definitely working then, is what you're saying, Jules.
Destros is actually probably around. We were trying to test it to see if that's actually the case, and we couldn't find, I think the best case that we could find was that yes, it doesn't matter where the officers are or if they even have abilities that work.
Smells like a test.
It just matters that they're present.
Okay, well
that
smells
is
like
kind of
a
what
test.
we want to test.
Yep, we're going to test that tonight. So, what would you like then, Director of Science? Do you want to run single ship, and do you want to run all of these officers under deck one time just to get a baseline for scoring, and then come back and remove a couple of these officers? Is that how you would like to do it?
I mean,
we should have them on the bridge and then go back again, but flip them to the below decks afterwards and see if your score stays the same.
Or, I mean, we can also just math out how much bonus he's getting. I think that's kind of like our hope for this testing, is that you should be able to math out, okay, is he getting just the bonuses from the officers on the bridge, or is he also getting more bonuses than that, which would include officers that are below deck?
Well, then in that case,
it should be able to be mathed with what you've got on your crew right now.
In that case, let's just go with one ship for the time being. Is that fine? We'll go with one ship, and actually I'm going to load up a second disco for me to get home and recrew quickly, because we've only got how much time on this exocomp? 21 minutes?
42 minutes.
42 total between 2 exos. So it's 21 minutes
But
apiece.
you can get more than 2 exos. I think you can get up to like 4, technically 5. So you can do more testing today than most other people can only do 1.
Okay.
Do you not have the cooldown?
No, so the cooldown is actually in the requisition form 13-A. That's the thing that actually gets you which one you're going to get.
But we already have the requisition forms.
But they've got more in their inventory. And this is also true. I think if you buy a pack for directives, you'll get more of those.
Pack?
forms.
Stop it.
That's true.
Go back to sleep.
Oh.
Cha-ching.
All right. Now, so Jules, I'm going to go ahead and I think what I'm going to do is just live in the 58 system for right now. It's where my disco can get. It'll let us move back and forth much more quickly. So we're going to bring a single ship to the level 58 system. Here we are, Jules. So I'm present in the system, and you would like for me to, and by the way, do note that there are level 58 and 60 targets in here. Jules, should I, just for the sake of science, go with the 58 so that we can ensure a good score, good success? Am I going to be okay against the 58s?
Well, it depends. Are you going to run the EXO? Because you can also just do a test without the EXO just to kind of show what those abilities are.
I would love to do one without and then one with.
Okay, well, let's take a look then.
Yeah, so
that one's got hull damage.
Don't bring your discovery to that fight.
I'm not. All right, so right here is a full health 58. All right, full health 58. So, and that one is charged. So let's go ahead and smack that one. We've got 1,900 total directives, so the 1,800 from the gift and or from the grant, and then 100 that came in a gift. So we're gonna punch this thing first,
Oh,
Jules.
look, you've already won an event just by spending that 100.
Yeah, there must be a directive spend event going on. All right.
Yep.
John, right now, it's not that we're trying with one ship. We are, but we're testing a very specific set of scoring variables right now. Jules is in charge of all the testing. So this right now is just to establish a baseline for our testing tonight so that we can make a better recommendation to you guys based on crews, the exo comps, the combination of ships, et cetera, et cetera. This is not necessarily the final strategy, but we are building that strategy for you guys right now.
Making the sausage.
Yep, that's right. We are in the kitchen. We are cooking. All right.
Oh, and that only takes 50 of the speed ups?
I didn't even notice. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
it said
instead
50.
of 450.
So,
Yeah, it's super cheap.
there we go. Titan says it's going to go boom. Hopefully not. We'll find out.
The
There
ship
is
or
the
the-
attack.
oh, you got
I
it.
earned 9 billion points, and I killed it with approximately
No.
50.
Did you time out or did you kill it?
I timed out, Jules.
Yep. So this is what the charged do. They have an increasing apex barrier, which means after round 2, round 3, you'll notice that almost none of your damage went to its hole.
Let's see the
So you
battle
did almost no damage.
Yeah.
In that time,
And
it
there's
continued
the
to do
30
damage on
round cap.
you, but you hit the 30-round cap, which
hit
gives you a partial, and it will give you a survivor chest.
All right, let's check that out. So we'll come over here to our items, into our loot chest, and there is indeed our survival chest for basically getting a surviving till level 30, and it is going to give me some charged wreckage, 4,600 in the participation chest.
Is that good? Is that bad? We'll find out.
Now,
No, it's not good.
not good.
Okay, there you go.
So, and you can see, I mean, you're right. I did absolutely no damage against this thing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop home. By the way, for the purposes also of testing, we did, in fact, get 9 billion points. 9 billion points is what we scored in that, okay? So I'm going to repair, and we're going to head straight back, okay? And I should I, Jules, use that same target? I mean, we literally did no damage
Well,
to it.
do we know in the event whether or not is there a metric for us to look at in that event based on the officers that you used? Did you score anything simply for hitting it,
Well, yeah, because we did apply some damage.
or do you have to defeat it?
No, it's just applying damage right here. Deal Krenim damage. We got 9 billion points, but we did hardly
In
any
the server
damage.
event, yeah, in the server event, yes, you have to defeat them. But
Okay.
for the SLB, no, just damage dealt.
Okay. So we got 9 billion points this time, which I'm going to assume is not very much given the health bar of that thing. So let's go back. This time, we're going to pop the anti-charged exocomp, all right? So I'm going to come to a combat slot. We're going to come all the way down here at the bottom, and you'll see. And if you are looking in your exocomp factory section there where you would activate that for the podcast audience, go to a combat or multi-purpose slot. It is going to be all the way at the very bottom. All right, probably because they're not ranked as a 4-star, 5-star, 3-star. They're just all the way at the very bottom. Anti-charge Krenim invaders, active for 21 minutes and 40 seconds. An odd time there. Probably most certainly going to be increased by research, favors, and or primes at a later time.
Ka-ching.
All right, so we are going to run another one here, Jules. And yes, as Griffin was pointing out just a moment ago, only 50 Armada speed-ups required, which is absolutely amazing.
I like it a lot.
You can run these infinitum. All right, we're going to get down the timer to 10 seconds. This time we're going to watch our score again and see what happens to our score, Jules. It's going to be more than 9 billion this time, I would presume. Indeed, it was 560 billion.
Well, that's quite a bit different.
And I still didn't beat it.
You lose. You need 2 ships.
So we're going to need 2 ships on the level 58, all right, for us, for testing. But before we proceed with that second test, Jules, it seems that we should now remove some of the scoring officers from below deck to see if it reduces the score.
I agree.
Right?
Let's clean out the below decks and see if it changes.
Is that what you're thinking, Jules?
Yeah, I gotta give me a minute.
You're fine. You're fine. So we know what the next test is. So we're going to go back. We're going to do the same thing. And this time, I am going to use another full target. That way we can establish what the point scoring should be. So we're going to take out Khan. We're going to take out Vial.
Who else scored in that event? Were those the only 2 that you have on there?
Yeah, Pike, Janeway, and DeJosh were on the bridge. So we're going to take out. So we're taking out basically a 4x factor. Okay. Leave Vial. Okay, they're saying just take out 1. Okay. So we'll leave Vial. All right. So we're going to leave. We're going to take out Khan, and we're going to go back.
Does
and basically
Vial score in that or no?
Vial does score, but they only want to remove 1 officer just to see if the score drops by a factor of 2x.
But why not make it glaringly obvious? We're testing whether or not below
because
deck
Vial
officers
is
work.
also helping you. She's also making a difference in the fight in below decks. So by removing her, you're going to end up with a different amount of damage.
Oh,
yeah,
right?
I'll do less damage.
What a nightmare.
Yeah, no, I can get that. I can get behind that. All right, so let's come back. So what you're saying is, as far as performance goes, this should be the exact same amount of damage in a ballpark in a ballpark scenario, right? Matters.
Yeah, within RNG.
Okay,
yeah,
within RNG. All right, so we're going to pop this again. There's another set of directives going against this full-powered 58. And we're going to speed it up, and we're going to see. So we were at 560 billion a moment ago.
Yep.
Hopefully reducing by a factor of not 2x. It's not going to reduce by half because we've
2
got
points times the total.
It's going to be 10x as
damage.
compared to 8x. But we did only get 490 billion that time.
So below deck definitely counts.
But
What was the first one?
We also did less damage on this one. All right, let's take a look at these battle logs. All right. First of all, you can see
what was the first score that
560 billion.
560
and now we're
billion.
at 490. So for sure, that means that is
well,
counting in the event.
Yeah, but I also did less damage.
This is harder to understand because I need to know exactly how much damage you dealt in order to calculate.
You need the battle logs?
What's actually affecting. So, or I need you to actually kill it. So do better.
Okay.
It'd be great.
Then let's just drop a system. Let's just drop
or
down.
Use a boost. Use boost. Why do you use boost? Use boost.
You want me to use a boost? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go back home. Let's repair again. So we're going to have to do that again, which basically means the first 2 tests are null and void. You want me to use boost to actually kill...
Like a Cerritos boost?
Well, yeah.
It's not entirely null and void. Like, if you want to get a second ship ready, if you actually want to crew this thing and get your ships ready so that you can actually take this thing out, we can do the testing around you succeeding.
Your crewing was terrible, is what Jules is saying.
Okay, so do you want...
No, you just need boost. Use some tools. You have lots of tools at your disposal. You have Lorca's Fist sitting there.
You're in charge.
Waiting to be pressed.
But I can't do a max fort because then I'm going to have to recall to change the crew. So you tell me what you want here. I'll go ahead and load up the next ship. Next ship will go with what? Loot? Might as well go with loot, right? I don't know that I have another invading entity crew. I could use... Tim the Toolman Taylor.
He's good on a second ship.
Which is decreasing invading entity shield mitigation 30% and increasing apex barrier when fighting hot. So his officer ability is not going to do anything. Do you recommend synergy here or another?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want synergy. Okay.
Yeah, I've been at least one side. I mean, the second side on top of it isn't always as helpful as some other officer, like
Data.
maybe someone giving you some mitigation, like doctor.
All right. Let's see. There we go. So the chat is asking for Nesmith, Laliari, and then Tolly on the other side. If only I had DeMarco. I know. I'm sorry I don't. I'm a slacker. All right. And below deck abilities, none of these work. Chapel, Neelix will work. Let's see if there's anything that we can throw in down here that will make any sort of difference in any way, shape, or form.
And we know for sure Hugh doesn't work on these?
Hugh has never worked on Armadas.
Okay.
Yeah, like normal Hugh? Yeah, he won't work.
I
think Hugh does.
Throw Odo up there, Tendi, and Mariner. Okay. So here we go. So this is my second crew. Now, what form of boosting or support are you wanting here, Jules? Because, by the way, an exocomp damage is not going to work. I'm sorry, an exocomp for Armada damage is not going to work because it's not an Armada. I could do a ship damage output. What would you like here, Jules?
Cerritos.
You want
I would
Cerritos?
definitely go with the Cerritos boost.
Okay.
You can definitely put on a damage exocomp, an explorer damage exocomp, because that's going to be the main one that's going to be doing your output of damage there.
All right, let's go ahead and pop
we could
one of
probably
those.
hold off on Lorca's Fist until you're ready to do a max fortify. So we can kind of like do one big shot at the very end and we have fine-tuned our crew.
All right, I can go 450% in damage output, 350 from an explorer, and 100% through regular damage. Is that acceptable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Where is that 100%? Here it is, right there. Okay. So we've got.
So I bet you with just these damage, with 2 ships, with a Cerritos boost on your Enterprise D, I think you've got this.
Okay, so let's go ahead and bring the Daredex up. And now we're going to have to go against 2 more 58s here. We've got 2 over here. So let's bring everybody over here.
Thank you for the sub, Twab. That helps our
Thanks,
PP points.
dude. Yeah, I haven't even done any PP calculations tonight, but I will come back and do that. Right now, we're deep in the lab. And for the record, I should also say thank you to Tremius as well, Captain Nash, Balabom, Ice Wolf, McSurgeon, Freelancer, Benny Hill, Zoomer, Broken Wolf, Django, Gahildi, K.A. Knowledge, Papa Smurf, and La, and Shoddy. Yeah, thank you guys for your support of the channel. I love it when I get to read a list that just, I mean, thank you guys. I just can't believe how many people tune in for this silliness. Thank you guys so very much. Appreciate it. Okay, Jules, you want a Cerritos boost on the Enterprise. Why did I warp it?
Why do you have 2 discoveries?
I actually have 3.
What?
I don't remember the exact scenario. I'm pretty sure, wasn't Discovery something that came in a Battle Pass, Jules? So it came in the Battle Pass. Then I bought one on day 1. Because I wanted summoning. Scopely gave me one on day 7 or day 10. They said they were going to give one, but I wanted to demonstrate it earlier than that, so I bought one, and they still came through with a grant, so I've got 3. But yeah, no, I mean, there's absolutely a benefit to having 2.
If you have 3 discoveries, then if you bought those primes to have them go further, wouldn't that like triple your benefit?
No, because you're using one to come home, and I'm not. Stop it. Don't laugh at him, Jules. He thinks it's cute and funny, and it's not. Not buying.
Okay, you're wasting time on this exocomp. Keep
Okay,
going.
so we're going to Cerritos boost. Thank you, Jules. I'm pretty sure. Cerritos boost the Enterprise. Okay, boom, done. Now, we're going to use the Enterprise. We're going to join this 58 right here. Let's pop it, and we're going to bring in the Daredex as well. And this time, we should get a good, solid kill. Now, real quick, before I use the timer or use the speed up on this, let's get an accurate shot of our damage, okay? The Krenim solo leaderboard right now currently is 1.05
Go back
trillion.
and get exactly what it is.
Okay, we'll go back and get exact. This is for you math guys out there. Here you go. 1.05 trillion before this particular combat. I'm just going to, just for sake, I'm going to pop this in the lab for you there, Jules, okay? All right, so now we're going to...
And your exo's popped?
Exo is on.
You've done your...
All exos are on. I've got the Krenim one. Cerritos boost on the Enterprise and 450% damage to explorers. All right, here we go. We're going to spin the speed up.
And just to check.
Yes.
Yep. Go ahead, do the speed up, and
Okay.
just to check, what officers did you take? Any of the scoring officers off? Do you have all of them on except for DeMarco?
I have all of the. Actually, I don't think I put Con back. So I've got. So we'll run this test without Con, then we'll run another one with Con, and that will increase our score. 127 billion.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know why.
We sucked.
Taking your
compared
top
to
ship
before.
score only.
It took the top ship score.
What a ripoff.
This is a bug. They do it all the time. One ship scores. They took the top ship. Nothing else counts. So do this every time.
That makes me sick to my tummy.
Every single time. God bless. That even throws a monkey wrench in the testing here,
well,
Jules.
now we're totally screwed again.
Okay, just wait. Quick, take your Enterprise D and go hit another 58.
Just the Enterprise D and hit another 58.
Just do it.
Okay, go
Yeah,
on.
let's see what just a Cerritos boost and a couple exocomps does.
All right.
Check your score again.
Is it going to be enough? Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. So let me come in here to the event counter. We'll check the event counter, which only gave me 150 billion that time. Just terrible. God bless, just terrible.
Disaster.
They have this problem. They do it. It's the same problem when they do critical damage
Jonathan
against armadas.
Ingram.
What Jonathan Ingram do?
What did Jonathan Ingram? Did he just kill?
Look at his score.
Oh yeah, he's way up there.
Is he? I didn't look.
Yeah, I mean there's him and there's everybody else.
Look at him, boy. He's all the way up there. Very timid. Woo, savage.
I enjoy that very much.
He's nuts. All right, so let's come back out here. We've got the Enterprise. We've got the boost. We're going to run it solo without a Dodera Dex. Let's speed that up and see what we do here. Now, I know what Jules is going for here. If this is enough to actually fully kill it, then we can test the officer scores this way. But I'll have to do another Cerritos boost in a moment.
And maybe a recommendation for players who are competing in the SLB versus
690 billion.
Oh, what a ripoff!
I still lost. I still lost.
Look at that. Look at that. You gotta zoom in. Just zoom in a little bit.
But
I can't believe you couldn't last 2 more billion.
I can't believe you couldn't last 2 more minutes.
All right, this is good enough. We got, I'm going to get the score, and then we're going to do this again.
Do a little subtraction.
Yeah, we're going to do a little subtraction. This is good enough. We literally got all the way to the very, very end, okay? So here's the score now. By the way, I'm putting this stuff into the lab, so Daystros or whoever's doing this scientific testing, there you go, okay? Now, I'm going to head home. We're going to put Con back.
And run the same thing.
Yeah, and we're going to run the exact same thing. We're going to run Con back. I'll have to do another Cerritos boost here in a moment. Let's pop it back in. Let's repair. Add Con. There we go. Repair.
And if you're on DJ's server, there's a bunch of like half damage 58s in the system. Just go ahead and clean them all out.
That actually, crazy enough, I think he's being sarcastic, but that would be helpful, to be honest with you, because we need full health targets. So if you want some easy pickings, then come on up. All right. Now we're going to head back. And this time we're going to do another disco boost.
Are you Cerritos?
Or, sorry, Cerritos, the disco boost. What is that? And here's a full 58. All right, so we're going to go against this one, right?
Why don't you, claim your items chest as well so we can see that complete chest.
All right, let's hop all these out of here. The survival chests, which are nothing. Jules tell us this is not enough to really do anything. So, all right. So now what we should be able to do is kind of reverse engineer if Con's going to have an impact on the score. Daystros, are you in the lab right now? Are you keeping track with the scoring? No, I don't want to cloak Mimi. I actually need to try to do about the same amount of damage. Ideally, in a perfect world, this test also leaves 2 billion on the Krenim target. 721 billion now.
You killed it.
Okay, so that is an increase.
And I killed it.
Yeah, so Con definitely increased.
Well, but we did 2
and
billion.
2 billion is that's not enough to do 100, what is that, 30 billion of extra damage?
So the 2x factor definitely worked there. Let's come in. I don't know, dude.
Daystros.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. Okay.
Yeah, because you did 690.
So for those of you, yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm going to pull this up on the screen here very quickly, guys. Let's get some nerd math going. Here is actually, hang on, let me close this.
So we need to know from B to C and from C to D.
Daystro says they are not counting below deck because that extra $2 billion in damage. All right, so here are the scores. All right, the first time without con. Minus 18795125094. We got 692 billion in score.
692. I got it locked in. Go ahead.
Okay. The next one was 721, but we did 2 billion more damage to the hostile. Now, if you're looking at the crew, 2 of the 3 officers I used on the bridge. No, 3 of the 3 officers I used on the bridge, Pike, Janeway, and Tolra, each had a multiplication factor of 2x. So based on base, it should have been a 6x difference.
Well, it would be 7 because you're 1 plus all those bonuses.
That's right. So it would have been a 7x difference on the extra 2 billion worth of hull. So that would have been 7 times 2, about 14 to 15 billion. But we did do a difference
of about
30 billion.
Well, maybe
so
they
it's
do.
Different. This is where I'm actually not even sure if it's only counting hull or if it's counting actual damage output. Because there is still Apex Barrier.
Not damage
there is
output.
Still...
It's not damage output. Oh, wait, no, it could be. It could be. Remember, there's like the hull and shield over damage mechanic in this game.
Yeah.
So the timing, the overflow, the overkill damage, maybe just the timing of one of my shots could have been right at the tail 0.01% of shield or something like that.
And the Enterprise D does have 6 shots. There's a bit of overkill depending on where those shots land and actually kill it.
On the other hand, it could just be that con counted.
I believe the con counted. And the only way for you to really know that is not have anything that's scoring on the bridge.
Yeah, let's try again.
And just do an all your...
No, that's not going to work either.
No, if you put all your officers below deck that score, and then swap them out with all the other officers that don't score below the decks.
So you want to put all 5 officers below deck that score, okay?
You basically have to hit like a 42 because then
that's fine.
that way you get consistent.
But that you'll at least have the answer to your question for sure.
All right, so let's bop down to a 42. Is that what you want, Jules?
I mean, the other question too is that we can get even nerdier and actually just export those battle logs and try to look at that on Spox.club.
Well, let's do that. Let's just do that. And I'm not worried about the time on the EXO, guys. I've got extra EXOs, courtesy of Scopes. So let's just pop these out. So we're gonna export to. I've got a folder here somewhere. I don't remember where it is.
My feet are numb.
Yeah, it's cold in here. It is indeed cold. Do you want to go inside and take a nap?
What?
I know you're tired.
I'm not. I'm having a great time.
Okay, good. All right, desktop. This is going to be the partial without con. All right, and then we're going to put in the kill with con. And by the way, that was the difference in crits, which is unfortunate. I kind of almost wish I had not won that. Kill with con. Okay, give me just a second. Let me get my Google Drive open. And I haven't run... Okay, wait, this goes to Spock's Club. Okay, hang tight. Spox.club. Battle logs. Drag and drop. Gonna put them in. I got to put them in one at a time, right?
It is Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
You had a taco salad for dinner.
I did have a taco salad for dinner. Okay, so we're going to call this one kill. This is partial without con. Okay, save. And now I'm going to upload a new one, which is the kill with con. By the way, Wood Cannon, thank you so much for your 5 gifted. That is crazy. Thank you. All right. here we go. So here's the comparison, okay? We'll do this from the perspective of my Enterprise D. So, Jules, let's take a look at what we're seeing. Why? They broke the logs again.
Logs broke.
Did they break the logs? They broke the logs.
Logs broke.
Jules, they broke the logs again.
I think Jules rage quit.
Did Jules rage quit? They broke the logs again. They broke the export again.
Yay, bugs.
All right, so let's...
Looks like your smarty pants method's not going to work, and we're just going to have to do my dumb method of going down to the 42 system.
We're going to go to the 42. All right.
Unless you'd like me to go take a nap.
No, I wasn't being offensive.
What a jerk.
I wasn't trying to be offensive. You are clearly uncomfortable.
I am a ball of sunshine.
You are clearly miserable, buddy. I'm so sorry it's so cold out here. I really thought I left the heat.
As he has the space heater as far away from me as it can possibly
here,
be.
take it, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry that you're so cold.
No, here, put it right
Please,
here.
Ebenezer, please, can I have a lump of coal? I can't feel my toes. Two of them might need to be taken off.
Don't pull it out of the wall. All right, yeah, take it,
I
dude.
am literally going to straddle this.
But I do all the time.
Like an 18-year-old at Saddleback Ranch.
Oh, this
well, you
poor
see,
guy.
they have mechanical bulls there, Jules.
He is
at Saddleback Ranch, and all the teenagers.
He's
go and
a
ride the bull.
Hollywood guy, now a Miami guy. He can't handle 10 degrees. It's literally 17 degrees outside.
It's the worst day of my life. Because
All
it
right.
had stayed 17 degrees the whole entire day.
All right, my exocomp
Oh,
died.
this just in from Moopsie. Major Samo is waiting to stream as soon as we're done.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so let's take a look
So
here.
stick around for Samo out there.
Samo will be coming up right after. All right, now can I kill these without the exocomp, Jules, or do you want the exocomp activated?
I don't know. I don't know if you can kill it without the exocomp.
A 42, you probably can.
Okay. All right.
Well, you basically have to one round it
So
because they stack. So the second round's apex barrier is just a ridiculous amount.
You know what? Let's just pop it anyway. It's fine. Let's go back to the store. Let me get another exo.
And is this the test with all of the officers below decks?
This has con. By the way,
you're
thank
doing
you,
just
Jonathan.
the con again? Why are you doing just the con again?
Because I'm not going to go home and repair. I've still got the Cerritos boost. We
It's
can repeat the same test. No, but we have to have a baseline. We got to do one with and one without so we can observe the score.
But again, it's the same. It's the only one scoring officer below deck. That's very difficult to measure. I'm trying to get all of the.
You want to remove all the below decks.
I'm trying to get them all below decks so you can see what that score is, and then none of them on the ship, and to see
to see if there's a difference.
If that's how you tell if below decks are counting.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so we're going to remove. That means we got to remove Vial.
Yeah, just why we're down at the 42.
Okay, so we're going to remove Vial and Con. All right.
What about the above decks?
No, because we're specifically testing below deck. So we're going to keep the bridge crew the same.
Okay.
And then we'll add points back to the below deck. We specifically want to test if the below deck is working.
Okay.
Why is there a ship error?
Do you have
Somebody just tapped my freaking bay. Oh, no, never mind.
Do you have the same multipliers? Go back to the ship. Do you have the same officer multipliers? Because you have.
Yeah, they were all 2x.
They're all no. Go to the ship. Go to the crew.
Okay.
On the right. So you're maxed out at 650, correct? Okay.
Yeah. Stats,
Okay.
all that stuff. Yeah, it stays the same. All right. So, yeah, Cruzito, that's another thing. I'm only going to use one ship. All right. So I got to use one ship. Now, DJz introduces a huge variability. I'm not going to remove DJz. I'm removing Vial. All right. But that's also why we're going against a very small target. So hopefully we will, in fact, be able to single ship these 42s. And I need to go in and pop another. So we're going against the statics. I need to come in and get another EXO.
If you can't beat a 42 without the EXO, I will set myself on fire.
Hold on. We're going against the static, so I need the anti-static one, right? Is that what we decided? Okay.
That's why they called them
like
anti-static.
You should be able to kill a 42 without popping the EXO.
Well, we're just gonna do it. It's fine. All right, too late now. Okay, here's a level 42 invading entity.
Pop.
Goes
the weasel.
Go. EXO's running. The same EXOs we had.
What does that mean? Okay. You're running a damage. No
I forgot
exo.
I didn't pop the
No
exo.
exo.
Okay. No, hold on. I'm popping the exo. Anti-static. It's running. So we got anti-static. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take care of this. You guys just give me a second. I'm gonna have to take care of this here real quick. 40 million.
Why are they there in
I don't know, but I mean there's a donut. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
That's the rules of the game.
Oh,
don't.
Ah, he escaped. Well, at least my shield is still intact.
Well, you got
okay.
Phoenix to go.
All right. No, I don't have to kill him. I don't have to kill him. He's not a donut. Okay, speed up. Here we go. Now, it's not pointless, Tamer. It's not going to give us the exact math, but I mean, it's going to show whether it scores or not. The point here that we're trying to do is to see if, okay, there we got 3.69 billion. We did kill the target, so that's good. All right, let's come back in. I'll tell you, that's a small score differential. This is going to be hard to see, guys. It's going to be hard to see. Okay. Dastros heading into the lab. Okay, here's your point score on the first one. Now, we're going to go home. We're going to add Khan and Vial back.
Are they the only 2 officers remaining that you could possibly add?
Yeah, they are. Because I don't
there
have.
are only 4 that count?
There's 5 that count, but I've got 3 of them on the bridge. I got 3 of them on the bridge, and I'm missing Gwen DeMarco.
See, this is why I'm saying you should have done a completely different crew above.
No, because we're not testing whether it works on the bridge. We know it works.
I'm trying to amplify the results. If you have all 5 of them below deck, then they'll be easier to see.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. If you go from all 5 to none, it'll be very clear. By amplifying your points with the bridge crew, it gives you a much smaller margin that you have to hit.
Well, we might end up having to do it again. We'll see. All right.
And I will laugh, and I will sleep satisfyingly knowing that I was right the entire time.
Okay.
And I will go to sleep saying, you were right. You were right. You were right.
Dastros says already did the math. What?
Turn him green.
Well, what's the math, Dastros? Why are we still working on this test if it's already solved? I thought we couldn't tell by the last test. Dastros writes, so they do not count below deck. When doing the math on the partial, you dealt roughly 76 billion in damage with a 9x multiplier. On the kill, you dealt 80 billion in damage with a 9-point multiplier. If you add the extra 2x for Khan, then I would have only done 65 billion damage. That's actually...
There you go.
Okay. So they're not counting below deck, which would be consistent with previous scoring methods. All right, here's the kill, adding 2 below deck officers.
Well,
hold on. Does the 9-point multiplier include Vial below deck? Because you only had 3 bridge, so you shouldn't have a 9-point multiplier with only 3 bridge. So
I had 4. I had
you
3 on the
bridge slots.
I had 3 on the bridge, and I had 1 below deck, and then I had 3 on the bridge, and then 2 below deck on the first one. This one, he's talking about the first set of tests. The first set of tests.
Oh,
if they don't count below deck, what doesn't count below deck? Any officer doesn't count below deck, which means you couldn't possibly have more than a 7-point multiplier on one ship.
Yeah. Which
so if
also,
you had a 9-point multiplier, you
means,
at least had 1 below deck slot that gave you a bonus.
Which also means that these 2 scores should have been exactly the same. So let's double check this now.
They're not. They're not even close to the same.
So maybe it counts bonus points for any officer whose ability triggers. So below deck officers with a below deck ability.
I think we're getting too deep into this now. You think?
No way.
Yeah, it's not going to be based on ability.
How do you measure whether or not you have an officer other than does the ability proc? Used to mean they had to be on the bridge, but now not necessarily.
I don't know, man. That is
so E minus D and then F minus E.
Yeah, minus 3.8, and then 3.8. He is right. They are not counting. That's 3.842 precisely. Look, those numbers are identical, guys.
That's because you did the same.
No, I did not. 2608 minus 260.
I don't know what you did.
Did I do the same set of numbers? 2608. I did use the same set of numbers. I'm an idiot.
I will now be starting my own channel on Twitch where I will then log into my Star Trek game and have nobody on the bridge that counts for this effing test, and then put them all on below decks that counts for the effing test.
3.7.
So that the rest of us can see if they work or not.
3.695 to 3.842. How the hell do we actually know the right answer here?
So,
God, we are going to burn all of our damn directives on this stupid-ass test.
I'm going to slam my forehead on this stove and burn myself alive so I don't have to watch this insanity anymore.
It's Scopely. Just trust the math. All right, it's fine. Just
For
trust.
God's sake, do a test with none of them on the ship and then with all of them below the decks.
Oh, God.
Why can't we not do that?
The most definitive way. He is right about
I'm
that.
done with this test. You're right. We're not testing an event. We want to test the targets. Okay, somebody just came up and killed my ship. Jonathan Ingram just flew in.
You get what you deserve. Get him, Ingram. Here, get him. Get him. He can't stop you now.
Jonathan Ingram just killed all my ships.
I hope he gets it again.
Oh, shoot.
I hope you have to use Sigma speed ups to repair them all.
Oh, God. All right. Piss on the event. Jules, what the hell is next in our testing?
I feel so unsatisfied.
Disappointed and
dissatisfied.
whatever. Disappointed and
dissatisfied. It's okay. I'll just beat you all in the event because none of you know how the F to do it.
And he's cold. All right. All right.
Well, if you're curious, you can go ahead and hit a charged entity in order just to kind of see what the ship ability looks like without that EXO running, so that players can kind of see what they're actually up against if they try to not run the EXO.
So you want to go back to the 58, do the comparison 58 side
It doesn't really matter. I don't think you'll survive against a 40. You actually probably will survive against a 42. But yeah, maybe something stronger like a 58.
Okay, let's go back.
You will die, just to be clear.
I know. I'm going to die. I'm going to die, but what we want to look at is how impactful.
Want to get a partial?
If I'll get a partial, but if you go back, look at the very first one that we did. All right, remember how it did no damage whatsoever because we hit the 30-round cap. All right, let's hit it without the EXO again, just to demonstrate.
But you did already.
Yeah, I don't know. What is the purpose of this test?
We're doing the other loop now.
Oh,
just so that you can see the other one.
The second loop.
The charged has increasing apex barrier, which is why you hit the partial. The charged has increasing ISO damage. Now they don't list what the increasing ISO damage is. So
what I'm going to do is export all of these logs.
It is static. Yes. Static.
You don't have to export the logs. You can see right away what the big difference is between round 1 and round 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's a 60. Let's kill this 58 because I'm going to kill it, obviously.
Yeah, kill it.
All right. So the Enterprise is going up against a static. Statics can go up to 50 rounds. That is correct. Mm-hmm. But we're going to see that mathematical. No, it's going to kill me with Isolytic. It'll kill me with Isolytic. Yeah. Like, I'm actually going to die on this one. It's not going to time out.
Which EXO are you running right now?
It's going to kill me.
Yeah, very quickly it will.
Got 644 billion points.
You killed it. Which EXO are you running right now?
You've got the EXO running, the static EXO, the anti-static.
No, I'm running anti-static.
That's what you just hit. Was a static. That's okay.
I quit the show.
What the hell? Why were we running with the other EXO if we were going against charged targets?
No.
See, that's on you, but also a symptom of a confusing system.
What the hell? See, this, you know what? You're right, Jules. This is the whole BS that I said I didn't want. No, we're out of sync tonight. It's because your brain is frozen. Thank you, Seth.
You always got to start to the left.
Start to the left? Always start to the left. Okay, got it.
As you point to the right. I swear
start to the left?
You can't help yourself.
Can I get that
Static, charge, left, right.
Now, Jules, you'll know, you'll remember me saying this from the very beginning. I didn't like this whole charge static thing from the very start. Okay, all right.
I do remember that, and I think one of the pieces of advice that we were giving, one of the pieces of advice that we were giving back to game design was they need to be very different in both design, the icons, the color scheme, everything needed to be different. In like in a dramatically different way so that it wasn't confusing. Because if you just look at the system view in a quick snapshot, kind of squint your eyes a little bit, you can't really tell which one's which.
No, you're going to have to zoom in and look at the names. Jonathan Ingram just killed my ship.
Shocker. And if you're a player who is going to run like a bunch of these, if you're like a burst play type of player, you may be hitting a bunch of them in the same area, and you may accidentally hit the one that is the other exocomp, which is what I did. And then I yelled at my computer.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, would that ever actually happen to someone, though, Jules?
Wait, what just happened? Did I just win?
The guy who had advanced knowledge of them being
How did you beat Jonathan Ingram 3 times?
3, because he's flying a Sally.
Oh.
He's flying a Saladin.
Oh, and
all right.
disco.
What are you doing, John?
Oh, but then he tried that time.
Yeah, that's the Sally again. He did some damage there, though. All right. So what do you want to do? Do you want to remove? Okay, we've got a kill. So let's repair the ship. Let's remove the exo.
He's still coming after you with that Sally.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have let you send me home instead of wasting the jump juice. Sorry. Hang on.
So I don't have any other crews to test for this. I think that we can continue to talk more about the faction and the other things that are associated with this new arc. Matters, did you have any other crews that you wanted him to test while we're running these armadas?
Do you want me to drop this exo and try it again now? Because we need to see the isolytic output, right? That's what you guys wanted to see with the isolytic damage.
Bow break.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you in a
Show it
second.
to the players so that they don't have to see it for themselves.
Yeah, that's what we're here to do. There's one right in there. Yeah. It's very cold.
And how badly did you crush that 58 with the exo running?
Jesus
Christ. Pretty handled.
There's
right?
no heat in there. Yeah. Don't sit down.
Poor Griffin.
It's cold. I'm telling you. And it's cold even for me. I mean, it's 16. It was 17 when we were driving home at 5 o'clock. I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you what it is right now. It's cold, though. It is currently, oh no, it still says 17. No, it's 16. It's 16 now. But I mean, it's cold. And I'm on top of a mountain, so there's wind. All right. Why is there no heat? All right. I actually have a problem. I have Griffin does look good. So I've got the space heaters going. All right. But Robotsky, I have a serious problem as a homeowner. See, you guys know I have the wood burning stove, right, Jules? I brag about it every year that I burn wood and it heats my I burn wood and it heats my house because it's got water pumps and it's like a radiator system. All right. No, I did not run out of wood, Darkfire. I did something even worse. I waited too long to start the process. And I went out yesterday to build a fire because I was going to run the heat in here for Griffin. And my water filter pump was frozen and cracked in a gazillion pieces. So, yeah, so my water lines in the woodshed are frozen. So I'm going to have to shut off the water mains out there. I'm going to have to wait till everything thaws out, and I'm going to have a major multi-$1,000 water line repair out there. My water lines have burst in the woodshed, and I don't know I don't know if it's caused damage to the stove itself. I don't know. There's damage. All right. Night Diver says this particular stream
damage to the stove itself. It should just be the pipes.
There's a water grid system in the stove. So if it shattered the filter, then it could have also expanded and shattered the grid inside the stove. I don't know. Night Rider says this particular stream has not been particularly useful in suggestions or advice towards the new arc. I get it, Night Diver. We did spend too much time on a stupid test. But now that we know, now I do also want to come up. We're going to check the increase in isolytic damage. But this is another thing that I think, Night Diver, you kind of honed in. Now I think you're poking fun at me, but I'm going to flip it back around and say, yeah, this is not interesting to me. It's needlessly complicated. Like, I like a good puzzle, but this is not a puzzle. This is just like This is not a puzzle. This is a design trap. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, they could have made the armadas look differently or have them in separate systems. I mean, they tried to separate them with the red and the blue zone, but not overly successfully.
Paulo says it is a puzzle. Well, okay.
The name of them and the picture on them is different, and it gets confusing for people.
Griffin, come back!
So if you want to pull up an image that I put in the lab, this is just a quick guide both to the Armada locations, the loot table.
Let's check this ISO output real quick. I've removed the exocomp, okay?
Okay. So once that fires off, I've got at least a list of all of the crews that work. The same for the Chimeras.
Exactly.
We've just kind of
and see, that's the next
up.
thing. You guys say that a crewing puzzle would be great. Well, there is no crewing puzzle. We already solved it. It's the same thing as against the Chimeras.
Yeah.
I started to the left that time. Oh my God, he's so miserable. You poor guy.
But now you have to crew 2 ships instead of 1, so that gets confusing for people.
All right. So I definitely got my rear end handed to me that time. Okay. No exo. So this is no exo. You guys can clearly see the massive difference that it caused. I lasted only 3 rounds. Okay.
So let's take a look at your first round, the shots against you. So see 22 million. So it looks about 100% ISO damage.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly 100% isolytic damage. Okay. In round 2. 10x.
Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty big jump.
10x.
It's not 10x.
It's 100.
So 10,000%.
Holy smokes!
10,000%?
10,000% increase in isolytic damage per round.
Wow.
So this is the thing about these.
They're go home cannons.
You have to kill it in the first round.
Yeah.
Well, not for Canine Tooth, so more than likely Canine Tooth killed it in the first round. That's
Look here. And then round 3, it went to 200x.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 100x increase, 10,000% increase in ISO damage.
So there's nothing you can do to combat that except
pop the exo or just have gazillions of hull like K9 or Jonathan Ingram would have.
That's a 1%er. 99% of us are not going to touch that.
That's true.
Great. So with the exocomp, you can easily kill this target with, I mean, right now you are at 62, 63. What ops are you right now?
64.
And to
64.
be clear, the exocomp completely eliminates that factor of the ISO damage. They get no ISO damage with the exocomp.
They don't get the ISO damage build.
Yeah, it's still it's going to stay.
100,
it'll stay at 100%. So let's look at the last one where we had the victory. It should stay. That's a PvP. Yeah, it should stay at 100x throughout all 28 rounds of battle. There's 100x. Here's round 2, 100x.
Where did that zero come from?
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Explain that,
Jules. We were able to. It doesn't have a floor.
Squadron research.
Yeah, and it doesn't have a floor. They are not going to have critical floor research.
Wait, but how come it only happened once?
It's going to happen anytime I throw a crit.
That you've seen.
So Vielle is going to be hugely important.
Wait,
why is she not proccing very much?
I'm looking for
not Vielle, Taurus. It's not.
Oh, Taurus is doing it.
Taurus is giving you
Taurus is giving you Hull Breach.
Taurus is activating the crit damage reduction research.
Nerfing its crit damage.
Okay, I can't.
From the Nova
all right,
Squadron
I can't listen. I'm sorry. I just there's too much talk.
I'll be quiet.
All right, thanks, Jules. Explain this again. What was it now? B'Elanna is causing Hull Breach.
Yes, and in the Nova Squadron Star Path research tree, you have a node that's called NS Hull Breach Crit Damage Reduction. So when your opponent has a Hull Breach, then you get a reduction in the critical damage. It is not specific to any type, which means it works against armadas. So you're getting 0 damage crits from these armadas when they throw criticals because you're applying Hull Breach and you have that research.
And it's only when it's throwing a crit at me, which is why it's not happening super frequently. They probably got a crit rate of 10%, if I had to guess. Critical chance is 10%, so it's not happening a great deal. But when it is, it's saving a shot. And as you can see, we don't have the isolytic build.
Can we show the class that node really quick?
In research, yeah.
Nova research.
So that's down here. Nope, not that one. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Nova
Star Path tree. It's in the research. It's a Star Path tree. Yep.
And I actually have that one here. Reduces opponent's base critical damage while Hull Breach is active on their ship, it says. Does not work during station defense. But I've got that one maxed because that one was an important one to me. I'm always fighting with Hull Breach. So, yeah, that's what caused that. So that's a very interesting little side effect as well. Kind of like that. All right. Now, here's what I'm going to do, because I kind of agree with a couple of people in the chat. We haven't really pushed any limits tonight. We haven't explored anything. Jules, what I'd like to do is go over the charts. We'll go back to the faction store, but then as we get ready to wrap up, because we have to hand off to Samo here very shortly, as we get ready to wrap up, I am going to send the ships to higher space. Okay. We will look and see what we can do, like how squishy these things end up being. We'll send 2 ships. We'll do 2 proper crews. We'll forget about the event, because now we have also established that the event only scores off your tops, your most powerful ship, which is very normal and very buggy, but normal for these style of events.
Well, if you want to do well in that event, the sweet spot is to find that level of invading entity
that you can solo.
Yeah. And just hammer that. And that's how you're going to win that leaderboard.
All right. Coming over here to Jules' teaching chart. Jules, I'm going to turn off the camera for a moment so everybody can get a good screen grab of everything. Tell us, what is it that we are looking at here, and what is it that is important for players planning in their progression?
We have on the right side all of the officers that work. Tarpy has redone her Chimera sheet to include the new officers, but also kind of update it for these. Below is the list. It's just a full list. That doesn't mean you're going to want to use all of these people. Like, you don't want to use Marcus on your bridge, but Marcus would work. So
why are some of the names blue? What does that mean?
Blue ones are the new ones, right?
No, those are ones that score.
Oh, I got you. All right, blue scores. Okay, so we don't if we're ignoring the events, guys, then we can get to this. And I know, again, for the chat a moment ago, I apologize. It looks like we're probably going to get into some better weeds right now. So if you were fussy before, let's get into some of the weeds here. So
on the left side here, you have you actually have the system chart, which has all the hostiles and the loot type. There's 2 different types of loot type per entity. You have, on both types, you have the encrypted intelligence. We'll find out what this is later. It basically is your FKR rep. And if you guys want a very simple conversion rate, it's exactly 1-to-1. So if you're going to get 4 million out of this encrypted intelligence off of this, you'll be able to convert it for 4 million rep in faction. We'll discuss that a little bit later. And then depending on what you're hitting, you're going to get static or charged temporal wreckage, which is what we're going to use in the refinery. So that's min-max and your starter chest. Your win chest is obviously a lot bigger, so there is an advantage in punching up. I would not recommend using loot crew and punching down. Now let's go into your game and go into the refinery, and that would be in the faction store, the DTI faction store.
Okay, here we go in the faction store.
Okay, so now you have a little bit of wreckage to convert. So you're going to go into the temporal credits. So you need to convert wreckage into temporal credits. So you got static, and you also have a little bit of charged temporal wreckage in there. So open up either one.
Yeah, I don't have anywhere near enough. I need 470,000 loot for 600 credits.
660 credits, yeah. But go back in there. Hold on, just take a look at that, because look at the actual price and how many chests you're getting.
Oh, look at that. So they're on sale if I would get 4.
So there's actually an incentive to hold. Wait, there's an incentive to hoard?
I've never seen that before.
Yeah. That's new and weird.
That's
different.
It's not intended.
I think that's the mistakey Rooski. That's the booby
It's up and down the entire board.
Okay, well then
it is not unique to your ops range.
Then maybe 6 years in, they finally made a change that's not punishing progression.
If I progress and I buy more, I get a discount.
That's right. Discount. Or I think the advice to a lot of players is hoard until you can double pull, or until you can
get the quad pull. Yeah.
Wow.
Holy
don't even go for a 1 chest every now and then. Wait until you can do the 4 chest pull, even if it's less often.
Yikes. I mean, cool. That's great.
That'd give me butterflies in my tummy if my balls weren't frozen.
I'm sorry to the podcast audience. He's literally turning blue. His lips are blue. All right. The boy's blue.
Okay. Go back into your faction store.
Okay.
Let's talk about some of the non-loot benefits here. So first, you need the credits in order to be able to get the rep.
Game stuck. Just one moment. Game stuck. I will make him hot chocolate when we go in the house. You want some hot chocolate? I've got hot chocolate.
I love a hot toddy.
Okay. What is a hot toddy?
Who's Todd?
A hot toddy?
Yeah. Who is Todd?
It's a nice hot cup of tea with brandy in it.
Oh, sorry, can't help you there.
Ask a Canadian; they'll tell you.
I don't have.
Okay, your game's up. Let's move on from this. This is getting a little bit weird. Just a little bit.
A little? I'm getting.
Okay, you're the one who asked who Todd was. Don't look at me.
All right. Okay, so we're back in the faction store.
Okay, so we're moving through reputation. Now, here's the interesting part, and this is where you may want to diverge from the server goal, your IMS event, and be able to do a little bit of both types of loot, because the temporal points, that's the hourglass figure there, this is your reputation to move through the faction. Now, you can claim 1 of each every day, which means you can get a total of 250.
Okay.
And now, luckily, you actually got some credits in your bank account, thanks to Scopely. So you can go ahead and redeem each of these for the folks so they can see that you're going to get 500 reputation. So if you are trying to only help your server out on their milestone, you may be only doing 1 type and only getting 1 type of credit, which means you're actually getting half the reputation you could. So there's a little bit of an advantage.
Well, hang on
to alternating what target you're hitting.
Didn't Beck mention that there was a way to convert, or is that the thing that shows up at level
tier
3? Is that tier 3 of reputation that it shows up where you can charge into? Yeah, you can go back and forth.
It unlocks a detective, which is at reputation level 12,500. So we're talking, what's the advice for initial players? It's going to be do a little bit of both of each type. And also that conversion rate does have a tax associated with it. So it's not equal to equal.
By the way, that is not at tier 3. It's at tier 4. Chief Detective. Here it is. Charge to static and static to charged. It's Chief Detective.
Not Detective.
Not Detective.
Not
That's tier
agent.
4.
Great.
And not Rookie.
I'm not going to call it DOA Galeo, but it's certainly not the most enjoyable feature that I think that they've ever launched. I don't know. The rewards look like they can be decent. All right, I like officer shards. I like new artifacts, chaos tech, I mean, grindable.
Well, we haven't even looked at the favors yet.
Yeah.
You have not dropped that favors down one time.
We'll look at the favors here in a moment. But, I mean, and reputation, well, it looks like the amounts are small. That was something you wanted to...
Well, we don't know. What about these encrypted intelligence bonuses, Jules?
Okay, so let's walk through this. So first, that's your reputation. We obviously see the credits and we see the syndicate. Now, the credits do not change as you level up in the faction store. The syndicate does. So at Chief Detective, those are already above 30,000, 36,750.
Oh, wow.
So it is quite a bit of syndicate XP bonuses here.
Good.
Okay, your epic encrypted intelligence, go ahead and hit that claim.
Okay.
What this is going to give you is going to be 100 epic encrypted intelligence, and then that's going to allow you to do one of the favors that is lower down in the list. So let's go ahead, claim that, scroll down, and you'll see Federation Reverence, Klingon Reverence, or Romulan Reverence. You can only pick one. What this is going to do is going to unlock a bundle that allows you to claim reputation. Remember that encrypted intelligence that is a loot reward?
Yeah.
Okay, that is what you're going to then claim faction reputation out of. Now, which faction you're going to get positive reputation for is which one you claim now. You will eventually be able to unlock all three, but very early on, you're only locked to one faction. So, are you building a particular faction right now?
I am. I'm actually building Romulan.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm building.
So I would claim the Romulan.
Okay.
Right there.
So go ahead, buy the Romulan Reverence. And you can't see this bundle until you buy one of these. So go ahead and claim that.
Okay.
Why does it say 4-star?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Details.
Got
All right. And then I can come back up here. Here's the encrypted exchange.
And you'll see, yep. And now you can look in the encrypted exchange. Now, this is based on ops, and I can use some people to help me kind of collect what the ops base is. But you can claim 25 million for 25 million. So it's a direct 1-for-1. So
at the single level, is there a tax?
From the allowance, there is no tax.
Not at the higher levels? Oh, no.
Nope.
By golly, that's one.
You can claim 50 and get 50.
So we just earned, and we only killed one, right? Or two. I think we killed, one small one. So this looks like it's something that's going to be earned decently well, because I've got 42 million. Where did I get 42 million encrypted intelligence?
It was from the Armadas you killed.
From the Armadas. So these Romulan points, you're saying that they do scale
Entities.
with... no, the Romulan points available, currently 25 million. That scales with what? The building or the...
For ops range. And it's not tied to your reputation.
Wow.
So, for instance, you have 3 different reputations. Well, actually, you've got 2 different reputations amongst your 3 different factions. Once you unlock all 3 factions, you'll still get the same equal amount.
Okay.
So yeah, if I was going back for a second grind later on, like if I'm up 65 or 66, and then I start Klingon,
finally,
it's going to be a huge benefit there
because you'll be at that Ops 65 level.
Yeah, but it's not going to be as massive on your first climb up. Yeah,
the banding is actually every 5 ops. So you're currently in the bracket of 61 to 65. When you go to 66, it's going to be 50 million. But again, it's going to require 50 million. So you're not getting taxed on it. You're just getting a bigger bundle for a bigger cost, but it's an equal amount different. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about my protector and how I'm getting like 2 billion rep every 20 minutes on a run.
Well, now, that's correct, but this is passive. So it's not engagement driven. It's not grind driven.
I don't have to grind for it.
Yeah. Me personally, I mean, you do have to grind. You got to kill the armadas.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a bonus. It's a bonus to the loop that you're already engaging with if you choose to engage in this loop.
That's the most Mr. Tiger thing I've seen of this whole arc so far.
I don't think he wrote this one.
He did not.
No, he didn't write this one. As a matter of fact, just as a quick promotional side piece, we do have an interview with Game Design coming up Thursday. I actually, due to a scheduling conflict, I'm going to be sitting out of that interview. Griffin will be doing it. So as we go through here, community, and Tarpy, can I tap you for this? We have approximately 12 to 15 hours in which we can provide a list of questions, concerns, feedback to a direct member of game design before Griffin will actually sit down in a private one-on-one meeting with game design to relay the community's questions, concerns, and provide some feedback and get some insight, Jules. So we'll tap Tarpy for that, consolidating all the questions, even that from our scientific community, Tarpy. Jules and Daystros can get you some information from the lab people if there's some stuff that we need to speak to game design directly about. That interview will take place on Thursday. Okay, so you'll have an opportunity to do that.
And you said I need to get them the questions tomorrow?
I have to have the questions by noon Eastern tomorrow. That's correct. Because and
okay, so everybody.
The reason I know this is not Mr. Tiger is because this guy is in Ireland. So the time zone, that's the scheduling conflict. The time zone stuff is going to be challenging. Go ahead, Tarpy, with your announcement.
Well, I was going to say, if everybody can get me that by 11 Eastern tomorrow, that gives me an hour.
And there is an FAQ. There is an FAQ open on the Talking Trek podcast Discord.
That's right. We've got an FAQ open for this month, so post all of your questions there, and Tarpy can gather those up. You can also message those or tag her in the Discord, and we'll do our best to get that stuff answered. Griffin, again, will be sitting down one-on-one with game design coming up this Thursday.
Unless I'm a frozen ice cube.
He'll be fine. Now, I want to come back very quickly, if I can, Jules, to your spreadsheet, okay? And actually, now I've actually opened your spreadsheet, and community, there is a link in the graphics room, and I'll post the link in here. This link is okay, right, Jules, to share?
Yes.
All right, so there's a link in the graphics room. Timestamp is 11:16 p.m. Eastern time, and I've also now posted it, in the Twitch chat, and I will pin that up. Can't seem to be able to do that. Can somebody pin that for me, please? And I'll post it into the YouTube chat as well. Appreciate. Wow, dude, I'm telling you, the YouTube is growing quickly, Wham. This was a good call out there, buddy. Good call out there. Shout out to the 100 live audience members over in YouTube, and shout out to the 367 in Twitch. Have we ever had this? I mean, we've had like once or twice. Almost 500 viewers simultaneously. Shout out!
It just goes to show
What's
how
up, people?
Many questions there are pertaining to this loop, and we have a lot of questions get answered. Or people just like to see me suffer in this frozen ice cube of a hellhole igloo penguin.
So let's come back here, Jules. I know that there's some other stuff that we're going to want to talk about here, but this is a big one. I see it in the chat. DJs, I still don't know what crews to use.
Well, they're right here in purple, are they not?
These are the crews.
These are crews. These are options.
These are crews that
change
work
based on player.
That's
I think that you are a very specific example of this, where you do not have Gwen. Now, Gwen is a supercharged player in the Armada, the invading entity world, because she works for both, and she's got a huge amount of isolytic damage and a cascade. So a lot of people are going to go with DeMarco, and that could mean Picard, Bev, DeMarco. That's a good crew. If you do not have DeMarco, or you can use DeMarco as a sidecar wherever you would use Janeway. So in your particular situation where you ran Pike, Janeway, and Tolra, you could put DeMarco instead of Janeway and get more damage output just immediately, because DeMarco is an extension of Janeway. Other crews, Tora as captain in order to actually get a loot bonus with Toli on one side, DeMarco on the other.
See, that's my crew. That's what I would do.
Or Janeway. So and every time I say DeMarco and you don't have DeMarco,
Janeway is the sub.
Janeway as the sub. And yes, Toxic, Picard does buff DeMarco's officer ability. Additionally, some players have been using Janeway as captain in order to get some shield mitigation so they can last a little bit longer, which is really useful against the static invading entities. And if you do not have a max Torres, Lorca on the bridge is not a bad way to go, because as we can see with the Nova Squadron, the research there, that actually is pretty powerful in reducing your damage and also increasing your own damage.
What does YMMV stand for?
Your mileage may vary.
See, you two and your acronyms. I swear to Christ.
You know,
look at all the room there is there.
He asked for a key last night. He asked for a legend.
There needs to be a legend for you and your stupid
I'm making you another
acronyms.
legend.
Your mileage may vary.
A legend
Fantastic.
of Griffin.
Yeah.
And Pike, yes,
And the
that
Batman.
one. That just makes me ask, which Pike? What is that one?
Yes, that one.
Maybe
The original one. Christopher Pike. No, they're all Christopher Pike.
I know.
It's not Strange New Worlds, though. It's just Pike. And by the way,
Pike
is just Pike. SNW Pike is the new Pike. That's the old Pike.
Well, that's fair.
The basic Pike. Now, real quick, let me explain this chart. For those of you in podcast, the link again is in the graphics room. This is not necessarily a list of crews that you want to. I mean, like, you're not looking right across one line. What we're seeing here, Tarpy, is that these are the 24 officers that are most likely to be used
involved in some way as a part of a ship.
And involved in invading entities. All right. You're going to want to kind of go through and still do your own matches here based on the recommendations that Jules just provided. However, right below that, you do have, just based on coding, you've got a list of officers that work on the bridge. You've got a list of officers that work for loot, that work below deck, that don't work on the bridge, but do work below deck, and that doesn't work below deck. So you've got these that are actually effectively coded to be turned on. Okay, so that is also in this chart.
I noticed that Beer is not on the list of those who work for loot. Does Beer not work for loot?
No, because he specifies.
Hostiles.
Yeah, he specifies non-Armada hostiles.
See, I'm
so
glad to know that.
he is not going to work here. Now, I do see this question as well, Jules, and it's a brilliant question. Are you recommending punching up over loot crew?
Yes.
Well, let's direct your attention now to the loot chart. Jules, is there enough exponential growth in loot to the point where punching up is actually a better mechanic than loot gain?
In Winchest alone, you're nearly doubling every time, and sometimes even more than that.
Yeah.
So going from a 60 to 62, it's almost a 4x increase. So yes, it will always be better to hit the next level up, regardless of the crew you have, than it is to loot crew a lower.
And what he's referring to here, if you take a look over here in this chart on the invading entity info tab under Winchest, you're going to see these particular numbers, and they are very drastic increases as you proceed from starting at level 48 all the way up through the level 68. And
look at
by
that
the way,
that jump from 62, you go from 64,000 out of 60 to 232,000
that's what he said,
on the
4x.
62.
That's that jump for G6. And now I will ask, since Canine Tooth was able to successfully go in and kill a 70, it would be great for you to provide that Winchest information to Jules Vern. So the question Wood Cannon poses in chat, if I'm an Ops 58, am I punching up? Well, if you can, sure. Right? If you can get to the 60, by all means. And this, by the way, for the purposes of the solo leaderboard, which a few moments ago we agreed to discount. All right, because this method is not going to help you for the solo leaderboard. But in principle, in the way that this loop was engineered and the way that it was written, you do want to use both ships. There is no advantage to single shipping this anymore. Okay?
No, you want to win, and you want
to win, and you want to win against the biggest target that you can get to. Voltron says, can 2 G5 epics kill a 62? Well, I would be happy to demonstrate that for you.
We should do that now.
All right, so we are going to.
I did.
Fantastic. There you go. So we're gonna. What's the loot? What's the warp range against the 64?
Is that 900?
I can go all the way up to a 64, so let's give that a try. Let's go all the way to the tippy top. All right, Jules, this is another portion of testing that you get to help out with here. Please designate the 2 crews on which 2 ships that you would like me to use. I am going to go ahead and take a disco to the highest system that I can get to, but I am still going to have to spend some warp time because I don't have the Disco Prime.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think if you have to split up 2 different ships and you're going for a damage output, I would probably do Picard, Bev, Janeway on one, so that way you can put Tolra and Toli on another.
I like that.
Okay, so we're going to go Picard, Bev, Janeway on 1. We'll clear the lower decks for a moment, okay? Because we're not going after SLB points. All right. Valiant says, posted it in Discord. It hurts. What hurts? I don't know which one. Oh, you did the 64? Okay, good. We'll take a look at that. So here's ship 1. We've got the Enterprise with Picard, Beverly, Janeway. The Dare decks. You like DJz and Toli. Is that what you said?
Yeah, DJz, Toli.
Yeah.
Where'd she go? Where is DJz?
She's
not that old.
You're below deck.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I was looking for group. Okay, there she is. DJz,
Toli,
and who else?
Torah.
I don't know. I'm curious to see what other people think.
It would be Gwen DeMarco.
I'm saying synergy might be.
It would be Gwen DeMarco, but I don't have it. Okay, so we may have to go with.
And 7 of 9 does not help you, right?
No, 7 of 9's not going to work.
Are you going to max fortify or not?
We probably should. I mean, if we're going for the big target,
Yeah, why not?
This is the largest target that I can kill. Warp range 900 is as far as I can go with my G5 epics. So, because you can't get to 1200 unless the G5 epic is max, and even then, I don't think it'll get there.
You said with your Eviscerator.
No, not quite.
Yeah, not quite. It's like 1170 or 1180 something. So the 64 is the largest you can get to, even with maxed G4 epics. Pong says I would even consider beer for synergy on Tolra. Tolra's captain's maneuver is just loot gain, so I don't know. I mean, Khan would give us an ability there.
Well, if you're going to max fortify, you'll probably have maximum crits anyway. So I would actually suggest maybe mitigation if you don't have mitigation on below decks on the ship. But it looks like you've got. Well, it looks like you actually got Paris on this one, so you probably don't need that.
Well, I need to move. Remember, I cleared the lower decks on the other ship, so we've got to crew both of them for lower decks. So we could go.
Well, the other one's got Beverly, so you would probably put Paris on this one because the other one has Beverly on the bridge.
So that will give us an attack spot on the bridge. So we'll go.
I don't know. Who knows? Just put 5 in there. Just get some loot. Because if there's not really like a better spot, you might as well decide to go.
Well, look at your officer list that Tarpey did for you there.
Well, I am. Hang on, but I'm looking at the loot. I mean, loot will matter. The raw loot in these is also relatively comparable to the starter chest. Looks like roughly half on the max side. So getting some loot gain there could literally effectively double your starter chest.
That's
so
true.
Yeah, loot does not look bad there, Jules. I kind of like that. But we don't. The point I guess I was making earlier is that I don't want to do loot in lieu of not being able to punch up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have anybody else, then you definitely want to punch up. But if you can't, then we'll go here. Okay, so below deck, we'll leave Paris for mitigation here. Let's crew up the Enterprise below deck first.
Harry Kim, right?
Harry Kim for sure. Also, Troy and Odo are going to be in there. Belana Torres needs to be on my big gun. That's going to be the Enterprise, which means I also want to pair Viel with Torres. Not only that, but scientifically speaking, I do also want Viel, Kim, and Torres on my larger ship. So it will proc first because remember, in the order of operations, your less powerful ship abilities will proc after the first ship fires. Okay, so that in round 1, my Dideridex abilities are not going to proc until after the Enterprise takes its turn.
That's right.
So we'll put Pelia here as well for Isolytic defense. We'll put Troy for extra critical damage. We will go. Chapel doesn't work. We could do Pick Hugh for some hull repair. And let's go Doctor for some loot gain. All right. So that's going to be the Enterprise. Then I come over here. We'll take a look at the Dideridex. And we're going to go below deck. None of the Qs are going to matter. Felon doesn't matter. Naga doesn't matter. Laliar and Dane don't matter. Chapel doesn't. Phlox doesn't.
I think you're going lower decks.
I want more lower deck officers. I want more lower deck abilities. Yeah, Neelix for burning. Absolutely.
And then probably the original lowered X. Odo.
Any of your
Odo. We'll throw
bridge
Odo
officers use stats?
No.
No, not here. Hemmer. Well, not necessary. No, Hemmer's not necessary. I'm already maxed on stats.
You're doing Tendi, Rutherford.
Totally does.
Totally does use stats. Decreases invading entities by 200% of defense. So, yeah.
Okay.
Let's stack up a little defense then. Good call there. Good call. So, we'll throw 2 defense officers down there. Actually, I think I'm going to throw extra. I think I'm going to get rid of Tendi. Wait.
That only gave you 50,000 more.
Yeah.
I put Tendi back on.
Tendi doesn't do anything. Tendi's one shot these days.
That's true.
So
If that.
Yeah. So let's go there. Okay.
Perfect. I like it.
All right. So we've got 2. Let's head on over to the 60.
Can I just buy you this effing Prime?
What?
Can I just buy you this effing Prime? Like there's 500 people watching. It's like 10 cents per person. And then it pays for all those minutes of us not having to watch you warp around. Just buy the Prime. I'll Venmo you. Let's go. We're all sick of looking at it. We're all tired of hearing the whining. It's time to buy the Prime. Buy the Prime.
I did say if other people paid for it, I would do it. Lost In says, please get the Prime. All right, fine. All right, quick timeout then. I've got to open up a research spot. And where is it? Is it in Galaxy? Station Combat? Where is the Dagon Prime? Starships? Is it in Starships?
Starships.
I don't even know
right
what
near
here
the
it
left
is.
side.
So what is this called? Prime Valor emblems?
No, just click on that.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, you're such a rookie Prime buyer. Click on that. Click on the store.
It takes me right to the pack?
Of course it does.
Wait, so that deep linking works?
Yes. Click.
Wait, really?
Wait, that says Prime Station delay.
It doesn't matter. You get the emblem. Click the buy button.
Wait, no, is this the best pack? Should we do some analytics?
I'm going to set myself on fire.
You'll be warm.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous. All right, hang on. I have to, I don't even know my card number. I hope it's saved in my Google Wallet. It's not. Where's my phone? I think I've got my code in here.
You keep your CVVs stored on your phone?
I do. I keep my CVV code stored on my phone. That's dangerous.
That
I know.
Sounds very secure.
It is in a face scan note though. You couldn't get in it. It's face
I doubt that you can now, Uncle Vester.
Oh my God.
Oh, it still worked. Okay.
Lucky.
That's
was about
hilarious.
to be epic.
That would have been so
You
funny.
lucked out of your own
Siri's
phone.
like, who the hell are you? Uh-oh.
Oh, check your card again. Wrong CVV.
That's not the wrong CVV. Did I click on the wrong card?
Yeah.
I did click on the wrong card.
Oh my God.
It's not this one. It's this one. Okay.
Don't say it out loud.
Sorry. I was getting ready to say it out loud. Okay, not now. Okay, good.
You're the worst.
How many times am I going to have to buy this stupid thing?
I don't know. Probably at least 2.
Oh,
Like 3?
God, no.
Just buy all of them.
No.
Just buy all of them.
All right, there you go. So
Yes.
payment successful. That's a happy day on the farm. There you
Okay,
go.
there's
now go ahead
one.
and upgrade your shit.
Don't cuss, filthy
I
mouth.
didn't ca-
Talking
I
to.
said
That
upgrade your
wasn't
ship.
me.
Okay, now I got. Oh, I can't. That's the only one I can do.
What?
That's
I'm
fine.
not paying
you
them
have
for
plenty
that.
of warp.
I
You got plenty of warp.
No, it's only
You'll get to
780.
900.
I will get to 900. Okay.
Yeah, that's a bonus. Bonus 780.
Okay,
Oh,
so
happy day.
now to go to the 64s, I'm going to go to Serenthus Array. That is this system right here.
Look,
okay.
it works.
I can't get there. Oh wait, it's
No, you have to bring the ship home.
I've got a recall. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, dear God.
Oh.
You were just very tarpish.
Oh, that's so funny. That is great
It made
stuff
me
right
jump.
there. It wasn't enough to get.
You got one home now. Let's go. Look, 1252 warp.
1252 warp. Wow, 1252.
You might be able to get to the 66
That's gonna
now.
get me. That's gonna get me to G6 space.
That's G6 town. You're welcome.
Your game has just changed.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. What did you get me for Christmas? I got you the pack that just changed your life.
He got you some hand warmers.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
Why
right?
is that?
Did he?
Oh, it's
No.
Grush. Okay, it's still enough. Okay, fine. It's fine. Okay.
Can we
we're
get to
going.
66 now?
Oh my god. Keep going.
No, not without Grush. It's 11:05. So
Well,
no.
why
use
don't you use
Grush.
the one with Grush?
I don't need. Wait, I can't go to the. Wait, you want me to try?
put the
You want
warp range
me to
on
hit
it.
the 66? No, it's 1200.
Or at least the 64.
It's 1200. I won't be able to get there.
You can too. Click on the.
I can.
You just
can.
said you could.
Get to the 66.
You want to go to the 66?
Give the people what they
I think I
want.
fool
We're going to
bought
max fortify it.
Okay.
We want to watch you fail.
All right. Let's do
Hey,
it.
you're not gonna win against the 66.
Even max
Watch
fortified.
me. Watch me.
I'm watching.
All right. Well, here we go. So, what? Which one are we going after? Static or charged? Which one do we feel like is
Static, because the charged one has the one with the offense, right, Jules?
Static is the increased.
If you're running the correct EXO, it doesn't matter which one you're going against.
Oh, because it takes it all to zero anyway.
All right. So here we're gonna take a
Well,
look
that's
at
a big.
static.
That's a big if, Jules.
So we're gonna go anti-static. So let's go to the faction store. All right. We're gonna pull an anti-static EXO.
Perfect.
Okay.
Activate it.
Okay. I'm not gonna activate it yet. I got to bring up the other ships. So here's that one. We're gonna pull up the Enterprise. We're gonna pull up the Daredex, and we're gonna pull up our Titan, and we're gonna pull up our Cerritos.
Oh, we're gonna max the max.
Well, I mean, it's a 66, bro.
Oh,
All right, and you know what else we could pull up? Let's pull up a Defiant. No, these are not Armadas,
What?
so it's not going to matter. Never mind. All right, let's come over here. We've got to do some exos. So we're going to go here first. I'm going to do my Explorer one again, 350 Explorer. And this time, I'm also going to do a 350 Battleship. We're going to take as much as we can get. The other combat slot is going to have to be the anti-static. So we're going to pop that. So now we've got the anti-static. We've got 350 Explorer, 350 damage.
To help out that.
Yep, let's do. No, I can't because I've already brought them out.
Oh, damn it.
Yep, that's something that Scopely says they're going to work on. All right, so now let's start boosting. We'll do boost on the Enterprise. I'll wait just a moment on the max fortify. I'm going to wait 1 minute so we can do Cerritos on both.
Okay.
And Lorca's Fist. We can also run
Lorca's Fist.
Yeah, I can Lorca's Fist as well.
I've got a good feeling about this.
I kind of do too. I think
I do too. Is there an invading entity thing that we need to change in the fleet commanders, or no?
it's a good question. Is there
Is it in Lorca?
Is there an invading entity boost anywhere in? Pixelate says upgrade your building again. Do you want me to do that, Jules? Because, I mean...
Nah.
Because we're still kind of approaching this from a free-to-play perspective.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I know. Funny Wood Cannon. He says, ha! Griffin using Fleet Commander boosts.
You know, Wood Cannon, you hurt my feelings very deeply. I saw your comments.
All right.
You were very, very nasty to me, and I did not appreciate that.
Do you guys want to gamble Toy Mice on this as well? It looks like.
Absolutely.
All right. For those of you.
Makes so much Toy Mice.
Okay, what's going to happen? Am I losing? Am I losing this?
We'll find out.
All right. Start prediction.
What?
Is DJ's gonna beat the 66? I'm just gonna make this quick. Okay,
Yes,
we're not
no, yeah,
we're not
fair.
we're not going in anything too crazy here. No, just a yes or no. Okay,
2
there it
minutes
is. It's
on the
up.
clock. 2 minutes.
2 minutes are on the clock. You guys can take a quick peek if you guys would like to look. Is DJ's going to beat the 66? It's looking about an 80-20 split. Oh, someone just pulled their points out. You can change your vote.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know you could change your vote. Huh, interesting. Now it's 100%. Man, Big Guns is going to win so big if we actually pull this off. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and Cerritos boost my Daredex. So now we've got a double boost there.
And now max fortify.
And now a max fortify. Okay.
I love it.
Boom. Max fortify. So I'm going to pull these right here just so that I can get everything easy clicks. I'm going to move these out of the way up here. And as soon as the poll's over, we're going to start this thing and hit our Lorca's Fist. Because if I do win, then I'm going to tap another one really quick.
Yeah.
All right. Domo says, how do I vote? If you're in the Twitch chat, look right below where the chat would be, and you should see a poll window up. It looks like you have about 45 seconds left. Just curious, in the YouTube chat, you guys aren't voting, but how you speak, just go ahead and throw it in the chat. How do you think this is going to go? There's currently over 100 of you.
4-to-1 ratio.
Over 100 of you in the YouTube chat. So appreciate you guys checking us out over there. Just out of curiosity, I'm assuming that you guys are liking the YouTube simulcast format. There's 100 people watching over there. So
well, it's so easy to get on more TVs than Twitch is, particularly one brand which doesn't support Twitch on the platform. So
well, really appreciate this. Detective Pikachu says this is going to be a disaster.
PlayStation, you can't get Twitch on a PlayStation.
No kidding.
You can't get YouTube.
You can't get YouTube. Raging Ginger says yes, I love it. I hate Google says love the simulcast. Doesn't Google own YouTube?
Google absolutely owns YouTube.
Pretty sure. All right.
Google owns everything.
Google does own everything. All right. The vote is
25-76.
Wow. 3/4. Jules.
Say no.
Wow. Okay. Are we ready? This actually makes me nervous. I love these kinds of tests.
This is what we're here for.
This kind of stuff actually makes me feel all tingly inside. All right, let's get our music going. Let's start the Armada. Let's run in Big Cruise. We're going to activate Lorca's Fist in a few seconds.
Wait till the end so you get 2 pops.
This is not the right soundtrack. Let's click on this one.
Hype
Do the cruise.
All right. I like it. This feels good. Let's speed it up. And we're going to press Lorca's Fist. Oh, God. God, go. There we go. Got it. Lorca's Fist is up.
Here we go. Big money.
Here we
no
go.
whammies.
Here
no
we go.
whammies. No
Here we
whammies. And stop.
I died.
You way died.
Much death.
I did. Listen, cloaking would not have made a difference there, folks.
We got donkey kicked right in the dingle hopper.
Cloaking would not have made a difference. I got like 15% damage there, guys. Oh man,
that was not ideal.
I am going to say there is a large jump between the 64 and the 66, so you may have actually succeeded against the 64.
And we still can repair your ship and let's go.
No, because he can't max for it again.
Do I need max Ford to kill it? Do I need the max Ford to kill a 64?
I bet you he doesn't.
All right, we're gonna go for it.
I think you do. I think you need
No, you know what? We're gonna go for it.
For
that's
science.
Why that's right. We're here for science.
Wait,
we still have like 600
how
more
big are your
directives to spend.
Huh?
They're both tier. They're tier 11. I'm pretty sure they're both tier 11. Let's take a look and just make sure.
You were bragging that they were earlier.
Tier 11,
I almost died on
Enterprise
that
D,
62.
tier 11, and then a tier 10 to Daradex.
Oh, Sharpie's saying that she almost died on 62.
And we're at the same. We're the same. And I was max forwarded on the 62.
I did survive 11
With
rounds.
Okay, well then go to
Did
the 62.
survive 11 rounds.
Go to the 62.
Okay.
I mean, try 64, but you want to max for it.
We'll go to the 62.
Let's go to the 62.
The main thing is that now your discovery can take you there.
All right, let's hop in there. We'll pull some crews over. I'm going to leave the Titan. Oh, yes, pay up. I'm going to pay. All right, is DJ's going to beat the 66? The correct answer was no. All right, let's go ahead and choose the outcome over here. Daggone it. Choose outcome. The answer was no. I did not beat the 66. We're going to complete the prediction. Are you sure this is the correct answer? No is the correct answer.
No
I did not beat the
answer.
66. Complete the prediction. Here you go. Okay, big payouts there.
Ooh.
Van Man hooked up with about... Actually, it's not as big because...
It's pretty even,
Yeah, there wasn't as much toy mice over here. But, I mean, people still won some big toy mice. Jules Vern won 46,000 toy mice. Van Man, the big winner, at 75,000 toy mice. Mimi hooking up with 62,000 toy mice. Congratulations, guys. Mimi says, whew, that was a nice 60,000 mice. There you go. All right, let's hop back on over to the 62 now. We're going to bring our ships back. This time, we do not have a max fortify that we can use.
But we can Cerritos boost.
I can Cerritos boost, and I can do a regular fortify, which I will do for you, okay? Wait, should I? Yeah, we'll do a regular fortify, right?
Fortify.
Okay, so we are still running anti-statics, so let's run up here and check out some statics. I am going to try a 64.
Ooh.
Do it.
Let's Cerritos boost. Crap, ship's not in the system. I've got to bring the Cerritos over, and I got to bring the Titan over. All right, so Cerritos boost the Enterprise first. We'll wait 60 seconds. You want to do another poll on the 64? I don't know that that's necessary. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to take care of this very quickly. Sorry. Oh, it's Kirk! Kirk, why do you have a donut? Why do you have a donut? I'm so sorry. Kirk is a friend of the show. Kirk, I'm sorry. I just saw a donut. I instantly went to kill death mode. That was like instant kill death murder.
You know who I blame.
I'm sorry, Kirk. I mean, probably not because you had a donut. If you come back, I won't kill you because I know you're watching. So why do you have a donut?
You know whose fault it is.
It's not my fault. I didn't put a donut on him.
It's Captain Bull's mom's fault.
Captain Bull, why'd you put a donut on Kirk?
Did you ignore Discord again?
Did I what?
You ignored Discord again. Ignored your Discord again.
I have a different screen up. What am I looking at?
Your Alliance Discord, I'm assuming. You'd probably find that information out there.
Yeah.
Who has time to look at that?
Yeah, I don't have time
Not
for
us.
that. All right, I don't have time for all that. Okay, so we ready? Yep, there's our next boost.
Make sure you're running the right one.
And
paging Jonathan Ingram.
Okay, there is a regular fortify. We're going to hit this static. Okay, let's pop it. Okay. 10 seconds. Here we go.
Well, if you can win it, I can win it. Makes me feel better.
Crank it.
Do it.
Crank it.
Do it.
Ah!
I died.
Ah, by the same amount.
God.
Oh, disaster.
Okay.
I wonder if I can win that with a fist, though.
Well, yeah, a max fort and a fist probably would have.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to come back against the 62, but now I don't even have fortification.
This is like the best crew that we can possibly throw at this thing at your level. So we're getting a very good test here of where we fit in.
Without Gwen. I don't have Gwen.
No, it's not.
No?
What do you got, Matters?
Who's on the second ship? The last officer you put on for more synergy.
We did 5.
Take them off.
We did 5.
5. Well, don't use 5.
We'll use Khan.
Kirk. Now you don't have a max for it? Yeah, use Khan.
Okay. I mean, honestly, that's not a huge change.
How close were you?
Not at all. Not at all. That's not.
64, you weren't even close?
No.
Opposite of close.
Opposite of close.
I mean, I knew you were going to get snacked by the 66. I died against it. So.
All right, so let's try 62 now, but I have no boosts of it. Well, we could wait 3 minutes.
We're naked.
Let's wait 3 minutes because I can get another regular fortify.
You got Cerritos in a regular. So if you've got that, don't use Con. If you're going to use a fortify and a Cerritos boost, that'll get you to 100%. So use Kirk.
Kirk? Like
regular old Kirk.
Pray tell.
You get the crit damage from Fleet Commander Kirk. You're going to get shield regen from the.
You want morale on both ships.
Put morale on both ships.
Okay.
Morale's actually good these days.
All right, I got you. He wants, here we go, Kelvin Kirk here.
Oh,
That'll get us morale.
It's tricky
Or
to rock
check
around.
your mitigation on the Dideridex, and maybe if it's terrible, use the doctor on the bridge, even though you have Paris below deck.
All right.
To boost that up, yep.
But if you're decent, if you're 65 or something or around there,
so
or
the
higher,
Enterprise mitigated exactly 50%. The Dideridex also mitigated about 50%.
So that's what we want.
Yeah, so 50% each there. So, all right.
It never ceases to amaze me, and if you're that one viewer watching, how many times I go on the STFC Facebook and read a comment that says, man, I didn't realize, I thought it was all about the ship, but wow, the crew really makes a difference in what I'm trying to accomplish. You guys, the crew is everything in this game.
Yeah.
So that's why we're really pouring and nitpicking over exactly what to do.
So here's what did you already launch them?
No, I haven't launched yet. I just sent them back. I'm boosting now. You don't want another crew change, do you?
Yeah.
For what?
We want to get your mitigation. So we're gonna put Doctor on one of them. Like we'll put Doctor on your Dideridex.
All right.
And we're gonna have Bev and Paris below decks on your Enterprise.
All right, so
Bev isn't cutting it. You need a bit more there, so you'll put Paris on the below decks, and Doctor's cumulative gain, so he'll get up there.
So you want
first couple shots are going to hurt. But
where do you want Doctor on the Dideridex?
On the Dideridex.
No more Kirk.
I got to bring them both home. Shoot, I just wasted a Cerritos boost. Oh God, I just sent the. That was the wrong ship.
What did you do?
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
False alarm.
Fat finger something. Gonna have to bring this on back up. Yep. Okay. So Picard Beverly didn't cut it. What do you want over here? Enterprise. Picard Beverly didn't work. What do you want?
Doctor above and Paris below.
No.
No, I mean, like Picard Beverly Janeway isn't terrible. I would keep that, but I would replace the Doctor with Paris.
Okay.
On the below deck to get more mitigation.
All right. So we got Paris
We're
below
not
deck
worried
here.
about loot at all.
Now over here on the Dideridex, you want to put Doctor on the bridge.
Yeah.
Instead of Kirk.
All right.
Yeah.
So now you have a below deck spot over here. What do you want here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Health. Okay. Because that feeds the Doctor.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do that. We're also going to drop these 3 defense officers, and we're going to go health.
You can put Tendi in. I mean, she's got decent health stats, right?
No, she's.
I don't know. I don't even have her max.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yes.
She's not the highest that I've got,
so
but she's fine.
you can use her because she'll give health to the Doctor, and then she'll also give you a tiny bit of extra health.
Okay.
Hemmer. Good call. Good call. We need Hemmer here. Because Hemmer grows health. Good call on that. Thanks for the reminder on Hemmer. We'll put Hemmer here, right there. Okay.
Does he by much though?
What Cannon says this is the game. Yes, it is.
He just went down, didn't you?
Let's see. We're at 571. Oh yeah. Hemmer's not enough there.
His base boost to the people's health stat is
Hemmer going to have a better impact than? Will Hemmer have a better impact than Odo? Probably. Odo is like 15%.
You can also pop
35%.
You can also pop a health exo. Now that you're back.
Yeah, we could pop a health exo here. How much time we got on our? We got 5 minutes left. All right, let's go to Galaxy. We'll pop a big health exo.
That'll more than offset not having Hemmer.
Yeah.
So.
Is there not a 5-star health exo? Am I missing it? Defense. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay, sorry. All right. Let's head back north. I'm going to pull the Enterprise first.
I don't know if this is going to get you the 64 kill, but it'll help.
Well, it's got to be better than we were. We are going to go after the 62 this time, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't even come close on the 64.
No, it was wide margin.
Yeah, very wide margin. So we'll go a regular 4 to 5.
You need that beautiful girl DeMarco.
Yeah,
I need DeMarco. Absolutely.
She's the game changer and a G6 ship. Also helps.
All right, 20 seconds away. I'm going to go ahead and start it.
Okay, we started another static, as we should.
Yeah, started a static.
Anti-static going.
Got anti-static running. We got 4 minutes left on it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up.
Aren't you going to pop the XO?
I already popped the XO.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's see if this goes now. 62.
Crank it.
This will be a close fight.
Dead. Oh, I got it.
Up top.
Hot top. Go again. We got it. Gotta go. Gotta run these.
Oh, you got it by a lot. You should get the 64. Come on.
The
Come
64?
on, 64.
You want to do a 64
You started
now?
at 64.
All right, we're going to... Oh, crap. I didn't mean to start at 64.
Started at 64.
Why did
What
I
are we
start
gonna
at
do?
64? God bless.
No.
Why did I start at 64? God. Come on.
This is going to hurt.
Come on.
We're giving it all she's got.
Come on. Let's go, Captain. No, I died.
By a lot. By the same.
I died by a lot.
Well, we know that we can kill a 62, though. Look at that 62 log.
Look at the difference, though, in the 64 versus the 62.
Yeah, it's sickening.
Jules, you were talking about a big jump in power like at the 66 level. I mean, this is massive. These are massive differentials.
19
Yeah,
rounds.
I mean, each step is pretty big.
Yeah, they're huge.
So here's the 64 I just died against. I did 20, maybe 25%
That's the 20.
damage against it. And on the 62...
But you wiped the floor with the 62.
Yeah, huge power differential.
You're the best.
What did you get in that,
Give me hugs and kisses.
in that chest?
All right, so in the 62 winners chest, I got
52
million.
That's great.
Encrypted intelligence. That's enough basically for
The double, right?
No, the double was 200 and some million.
No.
You can get 2 single chests.
I could do 2 singles.
That.
Singles.
Or you can just continue to hoard this, because that's kind of the bonus of having without attacks. You can just kind of get a bigger bundle all at once. Maybe you can hold on to that until you're 66 and then pull a massive chunk and get a billion rep in one pull.
I would love that.
A billion rep in one
Yeah,
pull.
that'd be awesome.
And then 192,000 credits, though. So, I mean, Jules, how does that stack up in the cost of the store? Let's go over to the faction store. 192,000 we got off of a 62. Is that enough to actually buy stuff?
Don't forget to claim the chest, because the chest is like twice, or if not more, than that total. So you probably got closer to 400.
Well, I won't know because we've got several chests in here. No, I only got 37,000.
That's just for the survival.
That's the survival chest. That's your partials.
No, go to the...
Oh, it'll be a PvE chest.
Yes.
Because I won. I beat it.
And you got
264,000, which I believe we knew.
So that's about 400,000 in total of what you just earned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now to come back into the faction store, though, really, that's not a lot. Because look here, just to earn 600 credits, I need 470,000. I still can't do a pull.
This was our big gripe.
You're on the wrong one. Go to
right here. I can do one single pull. Which why would I? I'm going to wait until I can do the 4 pull.
Yeah, this was adjusted in our favor after the initial playtesting, where it was just a redonkulous payout. So it has already gotten better, you guys, based on our feedback before launch day. But this is still a little stingy.
It does feel a little tight, yeah. All right, now, there is one other thing that we could do tonight for science, and I actually saw this in the chat just a little bit ago. This might be why Scopely gave me so many building materials. You guys wanted to see the building materials converter. Jules, they did give me a bunch of building materials. Do I have enough to take this thing to level 40?
How many credits do you have?
We'll tell you right now, right there.
I have...
Not enough.
Oh, wait.
They gave you nothing.
No, I clicked the wrong building. That was Nova Squadron. Sorry. They gave me 20. I'm at level 5 now, and I still have 2,900 more.
Oh, that'll take you to...
Yeah, you can get to level 30, which will unlock your G4 converter.
Which is fine. That's where we would want to go.
Sure.
Is that you guys want to do that?
Also,
yeah, while you're at it...
Go ahead, Jules.
Click the events tab and take a look at the heroics, because this is also a little bit confusing since you can't see all of the events that we're going to go through. This is the series that you were talking about.
Yes.
We see the opening.
So this series is going to end at level 20. So you're going to want to be really, really careful here. This one, if I'm not mistaken, Jules, ends at level 20. Is that correct?
No.
Is
that
it
takes
higher?
level 53 to get to.
What?
If you actually want to finish that event, that takes level 52.
In 5
here's
days?
no, never mind. Yeah, in 5 days. Yeah, here's the architect one. Get to level 10, and you'll get these, and then another event will pop to go to level 20.
Okay.
So let me.
So we'll be watching that in real time as you're doing it.
All right. So let's go ahead and pop. Did I just get Where did I get more? Where did that come from? It was 2,900 a second ago.
From the event.
Oh, event rewards. Okay.
Yeah, the event to spend the directives rewards you the building currency. That's how people are getting a little bit further ahead than what the initial day one would normally be, because they're getting the free claim of the directives. There's also a mission that awards 300 more directives, which will get you further, which also gives you building materials. So pro tip for anyone who's doing that mission currently, choose the directives, because you can currently bank those directives and use them in order to get more building currency that you would have gotten with the other options.
So now I just finished level 10. There it is. You can see that it's done. Now a level 20 pops. It's giving me only 2 days to go to level 20. So let's go ahead.
But this is the interesting part here. The thing is that your timers aren't based off of UTC. They're based off of when you built the building.
Exactly.
Also,
you got to level 10.
New feature.
That's how they built this tech, is that it is a timer that starts on your objective.
How nice is that?
It is kind of nice.
What a revelation.
That is kind of a nice thing.
So my question for you is, when does that event series end? So like if I didn't build the building...
February the 28th.
The end of the second month of the year.
Yeah, it doesn't end all the way until February. Now, you meant this particular event. No, it's only given me 2 days, but the events are set up to trigger and expire on February the 28th. Okay? So if I didn't hit level 10 for 15 more days, all right, when I hit level 10, the level 20 event's going to pop, and it's going to give me 2 days.
Even if you miss level 10.
Yeah, even if I miss this event is over in a day, right? I missed this event. In 15 days, I come back into the game and I hit level 10.
You'll still get the second
I'll get a level 20 heroic that pops that will last for 2 days.
Which I think is great.
So really the advice is for players to stay at level 9 until they've banked up enough to then go straight to 20? Is that like a viable advice?
That's smart. I don't know if you'll have enough to get there by the end of February if you're free to play.
Well, where does this... How much... Sure, you could.
The drip comes from... Keep going while you're doing that. The drip comes from the inside the faction store. You'll have to use credits in order to gain this daily
which is
drip.
Not based on the building level, right?
Correct. It's based on the rank, so it's based on your reputation in the faction.
Oh, wow.
And it does not unlock until Agent. So day one, there is not actually a daily drip. You have to get up to Agent.
All right, so you're missing the first couple days.
Is it worth just holding back for weeks, just for what, 2 of each rare officer shard?
I mean, it's not. Yeah, they're not profound rewards. At least not early.
Yeah.
It will eventually, and I don't know where this thing tops out. It will eventually pay up to 100 shards, and if I had to guess, it's probably going to be up to level 50, level 53. What did you say, Jules? That the first heroic
70?
requires level 53? that what you said?
The first heroic, milestone 1, level 23. So you'll hit milestone 1 and get 25 mirror Picard shards today.
Yeah, here's 20. What is evaluation level alpha?
What the hell is that?
So what that does is it gives you a bonus chest inside the faction store. That this one in particular will grant you 200 million of the encrypted intelligence, which basically will turn into 200 million reputation.
Just like the Revenant, a little wacky wango one-time shot.
I mean, I'm not going to turn down 200 million rep.
Now you'll get another bonus chest at building level 45. It's called the Beta. And another bonus chest at building level 60 called the Omega. We do not know the amounts that you'd get out of those.
Oh, right on top of that, Rose.
Don't do it.
Claim your prize.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You didn't go to claim the one-timer.
You don't. I mean, you don't have to do it now because you're busy.
I thought I did. Yeah, I did.
No, he's talking about the one in the faction store. But
I'll come back to it. All right, next one is level 30, and it's a 7-day timer. Level 30, 7-day timer. Let's just keep going. Let's see how far Scopely's going to let me go.
I would love for you to go hit another 64 when we're done. Because look in the details what you're going to have as a bonus once you're level 30.
Well,
it's going to be significant.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this could demonstrate the power of that Krenim damage buff.
Exactly right.
We have confirmation in the chat, or at least a suggestion from the community, Jules. Drew says the second one is 500 million encrypted intelligence.
Nice, Drew. Thank you. Ooh. That came in from YouTube or no?
That came in from YouTube. Thank you, Drew.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, Drew. Shout out Drew on YouTube.
No, Garrick, you're right. However, we have extra exos. Our friends at Scopely gave us a few extras so we could show you some things today.
Yeah, you guys are only going to earn 1 exo a day. They gave me 5 to start out with tonight on the condition that we do wacky, crazy things for you guys. So, which is right up our alley.
So we excel at that.
Yep.
It's our speciality.
Wasted a bunch of directives in the beginning with stupid testing.
Story? It's our speciality.
Speciality.
Is that the troll?
I don't remember.
By the Southern Oracle.
All right, here we go. Level 30, which, by the way, still has not unlocked the material converter because it doesn't unlock till 40.
No, it does. So this changed.
Oh.
30.
So level 30 unlocks the G4 converter.
Look at the 25 sneaky Mirror Picard shards we just got.
Level 30 will get you 25 Mirror Picard shards. Yeah, there, folks.
There you go. So now go into your refinery, your materials refinery.
What? 1 second. Let's look at this heroic so we can get the next level. So the next one is another 7 days, Jules, for level 40. Okay? The next one's another...
Which has how many shards?
4 and 4.
4 and 4, yeah.
So that's a total of 10 shards of each officer
for level 40.
Which currently is 2 packs. But we, as you said, we'll see how far
the mirror universe is going to get you. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am only 3,000 points away from another 25 shards. So yeah, if you went all the way to level 40 there, Jules, you're going to get 50 mirror universe Picard shards as well. So it's going to be 10 of Dane and 10 of Data, but 50 of Picard for basically those
let's just say
packs.
Yeah, none of those milestones are free to play.
No, not a shot. Yeah.
Just to be clear, none of those milestones are free to play. You may be able to get to milestone 2 with a single pack purchase. Milestone 3, I think I calculated on day 1, $300 in purchase. Milestone 4, roughly $600 in purchases. So it's not like you're getting a free Mirror card, but it's a little bonus if you're already going to spend that much money.
For sure. Now, I want to point out 2 things before we get to the material converter, which will be another item. The DTI headquarters damage versus Krenim bonus is now 3,500% boost.
That's significant.
That is decent, all right, especially when you take into account the Isolytic that we're throwing at it. So we will try some more of these armadas in just a moment. But let's go to the refinery. Jules, tell us what we're looking for inside the refinery tab.
So scroll all the way to the right in your Refinery tab to the G4 area, and you will see.
Right
yep.
G4 material converter.
All right, let's see if they changed anything.
And we see uncommon ore to crystal.
Oh,
wait, no, that's G4.
Whoa.
That's G4. We don't know what those numbers were. Do you need all of these, Jules? You need me to just scan through them, or do you got them already?
I got them all.
Okay.
So I think the key things to show here is that you can go from uncommon of one type to another uncommon of one type. You can upgrade and you can downgrade within the same type. So you can upgrade or downgrade rarities.
Yeah, there's rare to uncommon. Here's uncommon to uncommon. There is the tax as we expected.
For multiple chests.
For multiple chests. Yeah, the single chest option has no tax. Rare.
And I think what's
rare.
interesting is there's no tax to upgrade and then downgrade. So for instance, if I wanted to take epic crystal and turn into uncommon gas, I could eventually get there without an extra premium, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because here's rare to uncommon. So yeah, it's 128 to 457. And if you come over here to the uncommon to rare, it's the same 128 to 457.
That's nice.
So that math holds. All right.
So there is no like hidden taxes within this. So it's basically saying, hey, if you're okay to go with single pulls, then you can kind of move around your materials within this grade kind of freely within the conversion rates. But if you need to do larger quantities, then they're going to tax you on those larger quantities.
I'm still not a fan of the quantity amount on the single chest. Now, again, G4 players tell me, because it's been a long time since I was in G4, is 36 epic materials substantial? Because I don't feel like it is. I feel like that is not even what we would call a drop in the bucket. Like,
well,
it's just
if you
so
compare it
small.
to what you get out of the daily chest pull every 12 hours, is probably significant in terms of what you might be getting twice a day.
So I'm presuming that the cooldown holds. And we do
2 days.
2 day. What?
What did that?
It was supposed to be 1 day.
It was 1 day. Is it that case for everything, or just?
Is that because
epic?
it's epic? Let's try a couple of others.
Well, slap my grandma and call me
what?
Sally. You sneaky time changers. It's a good thing my clock's not here. It'll be launched on the wall.
Bad Scopely. Bad.
That is bad boy.
Bad Scopely.
Bad Scopely. Bad designer.
Oh, that's bad.
Why in the world is it a 2-day cooldown?
I'm going to check a bigger chest, make sure that the time gate's the same. It is.
It is.
That's awful.
So,
that's
you want
awful.
me to add that?
Yeah,
to the
that's
list
definitely a
for
question.
Add that to the list. Yeah, you're going to complain about that, right?
That's not. Why do we need a 2-day cooldown on this?
It's already a paltry,
What are we
minuscule
so afraid
amount.
of? What are we preventing from happening here? Well, click that 6 chest and see.
It's
what
not
happens.
going to change anything. I mean, 2 days.
Unreal. That is new information. This is breaking news. You've heard it here first.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
We found that button.
And an unprecedented. Oh, hey, Beck. What's up?
Beck gets mad in these timers and swears, hell, hell, hell.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Man, that is
That's
frustrating.
not ideal.
Oh. Not pleased at all with that.
Disappointed and dissatisfied.
Not at all pleased with that. Look at that. My ships are dead again.
I wonder who did that.
No, the Armada did. I clicked the 64, remember?
Oh, right.
All right. Now, let's see. Jules, we got to get ready to wrap up. I know Samo's probably just super steaming.
We needed to
at me.
see what happened with the 3,500% boost.
Yeah, we're gonna test this last pit out. Tarpy and Jules, if you guys would monitor chat very quickly, chat. You've got 5 minutes left to formulate any other questions and or tests that you guys would like to see before we go, because we are over an hour late to hand off to Samo. I'm so sorry, Samo. So you guys get your questions in, and if there's anything that Jules and Tarpy can answer, or anything that we can show you within the next 5 minutes, then we'll do so. I need to pull...
New information, the G5 map converter is also a 2-day timer.
Where's my buzzer? All right, I'm going to pull an anti-static exo again. All right, we're going to come over here. We're going to pop it. Anti-static. Okay, got that. We're going to pull our ships back up.
Uh-oh, there's a donut.
That's Kirk. Kirk's back. He's wanting to watch.
Okay, he can watch.
We have a few questions about crews. Which ones are the best crews?
I think we pretty much
baseline
found
crew
it.
recommendations. What crews did you find work best? What's a dongle?
What's a dongle? Hold on. We got to put the boost back in.
Yep.
We're going to put the boost back in. We got to wait 60 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and run another fortify. And then I've got to wait 50 more seconds for
the second Cerritos
boost. But I'm going to go ahead and start the timer.
Why are we doing a 62? We already know we can do a 62.
Okay. You're right. You're right. Sorry about that.
No. Yeah. Kill a 62 first, and then a 64.
All right. Wait to fortify it. Don't speed it.
I gotta do the Cerritos boost so we can keep all things equal. You're right. I forgot about the 64. Sorry.
It's okay.
To answer Joe Mobby's question, directives or building mats choice in the mission, go with directives, because if you use those directives, you can get building mats. So it pays twice to go with the directives.
Oh, nice. Good question.
I can't do Iron Fist. Lorca's Fist. We already did that one. Iron Fist. Where did that come from? Can't do Lorca's Fist because I already used that earlier.
Well, that would be from Iron Fister. Our good buddy Iron Fister.
7 hours, 12 minutes on the cooldown there. So, all right, let's go ahead and pop this speed up.
Why is he breaking balls?
Good question. Why does anybody? So we're going to knock this out. This will be an easy one. And then we're going to pop over to this full-powered 64.
So there was another question on one of the heroic SMSs.
Okay.
It's the Temporal Vanguard, which is, it's a paid thing, but you need to get a number of Pelia and Chapel shards. You buy the passes, so the Territory Pass counts as 100 points. The Wave Defense Pass counts as 100 points.
Oh, I saw that one.
The $20 or $100 Battle Pass counts as 100 points. And they have the timer go long enough that the next Officer Flash Pass is going to be 100 points.
Yeah.
So
I got to be honest
with you.
You
buy any combination of those.
I saw this, and while I do actually praise this event because most Battle Pass players will play multiple Battle Passes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good incentive if you don't have the
This is a decent structure. I mean, these are freebies for Battle Passes you're probably buying anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not opposed to something like this. What is disappointing in my personal case is it would only be for Pelia. I'm only getting half the benefit because my Chapel is maxed. So for
both the minor max.
Yeah, for me, this does not provide incentive. But I am very glad it's there. That is a cool event. They shared that with me. I'm in full favor of that event. Again, this is just extra goodies for buying passes that you would have already bought anyway. So
why is that 64 already partially damaged? Or is that not the one we're hitting?
No, I'm hitting the one at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I died on earlier. And there might be a chance I beat that. No,
but we did get closer.
I did not much. Look, that was the first one we did. That's the second one. So I got maybe an extra 5% damage.
However, that one had more boost. I think that one was max fortified.
No, it wasn't max fortified.
No, it wasn't.
No,
really?
that was this one right here.
It was regular fortified after
go?
Hitting a 62.
So I went 19 rounds at level 5 of the building.
Okay, and then the new one.
And then with a 3,500% damage boost, I went 21 rounds.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it got me 2 extra rounds, but...
we need more.
Well, these things just have massive hull, though, dude. I mean, massive hull.
Yeah.
I mean, to have, 500 billion as their armada power, I mean, that's ridiculous. You know,
that's pretty stinky.
The whole health on this thing is 380 billion.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. I actually, 0Gs, I did last 2 more rounds.
Oh, he did. That's true.
I did last 2 more rounds. Okay.
The ISO defense got the extra rounds.
Well, the damage. The extra damage from the building. That's the only thing we changed.
Upgrading the building gave you extra ISO defense.
No, it gave extra damage.
It gave you extra ISO defense and damage.
Did it?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, you get ISO defense, ISO damage, and then base damage against the special.
Okay,
enemies.
yeah, all 3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Defense, though, I don't know if that's actually having a great impact right now.
Well, you can compare the 2 battle logs to see for sure, but you're probably right.
Yeah.
Not that much.
Not that much. Not to make a difference.
So max fortification is definitely.
What does it look
you're
like when we go to
punch
40?
up max. Max fortification is definitely going to end up being a big deal here, guys. As you're trying to punch
3,500 to what?
5,000.
Oh, that's not really that
that's
big
not
of a
going to be
deal.
enough.
50?
65.
I mean, these are not. These are.
It goes to 85 at level 60, and
yeah.
So that's that may not have as much.
You can't hang your hat on this building saving you.
That's not as much of a boost as we had probably hoped for.
So you're basically what I think that we are now concluding is that you basically need to stay in your lane in terms of these ops levels. Like DJ's is a 64, he's hitting a 62.
Mimi says I say that like 8,500 is small, and I don't mean that, but we went up 3,500%,
and it did nothing.
And it did very
rounds.
little. Look, yeah, it gave me 2 rounds. Look, here's the difference, Mimi. This was a battle with 3,500% boost, and then this was a battle with 100% boost.
Yes, that's 3,400% difference.
Yeah,
and look at how much hole is left between the two.
I didn't. There's no discernible difference. Mimi says pull up Lorca's fist. Okay. It's not as max as it should be, just for the record. Oops, what is that? What just happened?
I will also say, I'm going to add in here that you are an Ops 64 who's using Ops 60 ships.
Yeah, that's true.
G5 ships.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
like I'm not like calling you out for not having the ships up to your power, but it is a little bit of a difference if you're talking about,
sure.
Hey, if I'm a player who's a 54 and I'm still using level 50 ships, can I punch up or should I stay at my level or a little bit below? Well, probably a little bit below because you may be underpowered for your ops range.
Yeah, but
I am legitimately. Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt.
If you're current with your ships, it's exactly to your point, Jules. He's at a 64 ops level now. If he's flying the G6 uncommons, he's going to be able to hit a 64.
To kill the 64.
So you really need to stay in. This is the conclusion. Stay in your lane with the ops level and crew wisely, and that's where you're going to live for right now with these.
Well, and I'm going to be able to hit the 62s regularly. It looks like.
I just threw it in the chat.
Okay.
What I did earlier today. Now I didn't have a max fortify to pop, so I had a regular fortify.
Okay. Did you run Cerritos against it as well?
Yeah, I did Cerritos.
So you're in the same boat. I mean, think about this. You punched up a level. And your G6 uncommon was just shy of being able to hit that punch, which means you were easily farming 64s, right?
Yes, I was easily farming 64s. If I had a max fortify on me, I could have taken the 66, or probably if I had 2 like G6 uncommons.
Yeah.
Instead of 1 of each.
Night Diver is asking Jules if there seems to be a particular ratio of ship's total power to the Armada total. No. I don't know if that. I don't think that exists here yet.
Because we're talking about max boost, we're talking about Cerritos, we're talking about Lorca's Fist, we're talking about you. We also, as G6 players, have a ton more isolytic damage that's even available to an Ops 51
through many different methods.
There isn't a 1-to-1 ratio that makes sense for all this whole range.
Correct.
And it's way too early to even like get that nerdy on the math here. I think that you just have to know where you are as compared to other players at your level, and that should give you a general range. And Invenadia was saying that they took a tier 10 at Ops 51, took a tier 10 Tribune, a tier 7 Protector, and couldn't beat a 48.
Okay.
So what that's saying to me is that, and they had Max Boost and Cerritos. So that's saying like, okay, well, at that range, then it does take even more than what they needed to hit at their own level.
Yeah, here's one from Tarpy here. I just unplugged the heater. It ran around. Here's one from Tarpy against a 62 as a 63, both with G5 epics. She says ran Cerritos, the Exo. Both of them were cloaked and a max Fortify. So what is happening?
The temperature is dropping in here exponentially. He's run over
There's
the
another
heater
one in the
power
chat.
cord. It's now broken.
It's not broken.
It's
Oh, boy.
5 degrees colder in here in 2 minutes.
Well, it's because it's so cold outside. Okay, turn the heater back on.
Lord have mercy.
Okay, it's back
I
on.
can't feel my feet. I'm not kidding.
It is cold. It's cold. All right.
So I recommend you open up Berlin Walls just to have another point of reference that's not a G6 player. Berlin Wall, as an Ops 50, was able to kill an Ops 56.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, not Ops 56. A level 56 ship. But they have a max Tribune and a max Pylum for an Ops 50. I don't think that's a regular thing. This person is very overpowered for their Ops range, and you can see they're punching up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the advice sort of holds true.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Well, that's a very thorough and detailed. Who said that was not an educational show when my ass got stuck to the toilet 2 hours ago? I think we solved that problem. I think we did a lot of good testing.
I don't remember who it was that mentioned that they weren't. But, I mean, in fairness, up to that point, we didn't get into the crew. We spent a half hour testing something stupid.
When it could have been 2 minutes if you just listened to me.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Bacon, thank you for the bits. Wood Cannon, Lost In, Jonathan Wick, several times there. Lord Neelix, thank you for the resub. And Hani, thank you guys so very, very much.
Thank you for this huge audience.
Yeah, a great audience. Over 400 people still tuned in, which is just absolutely amazing. Shout out to all the YouTube fans out there. Thank you for enjoying the simulcast. And thank you especially to Joe and Steven, who have joined the YouTube subscription family over there. Thank you.
I really appreciate that. And thank you to Scopely for giving us all these materials to spend and test so we could show you many different scenarios and how they worked out. I think that was really helpful.
We are going to pass the torch, proverbially speaking, over to Samo.
There's a torch?
Yeah, we're going to pass it over to Samo.
No, I need the torch.
Continue her testing and her gameplay here tonight. So let me get Samo all geared up over here to go hop over and take care of the raid. But again, thank you guys all very, very much for everything that you guys have provided tonight in the forms of question and testing.
Great conversation. Thank you.
Yeah, don't forget, Jules and Tarpy specifically will be collating all of your questions. Jules is heading up everything. And again, shout out to Dastros and English Muffin, amongst many, many others who are leading up efforts in the Talking Trek Laboratory. Also, we have the FAQ question channel overnight. Be sure to post your stuff there because literally in 12 hours that the list of questions is going to be pulled by Tarpitude.
And I'll be holding the game designer's feet to the fire. Trust me. And then we'll share with you that conversation.
To an actual fire.
Yeah, on Thursday night.
That is coming up. The interview, a one-on-one sit-down with game design with Griffin, who is going to be able to do that. So that show will air, that interview will air Thursday night. We'll get some idea about what's happening in between the arcs. In the meantime, thank you very much to our guest tonight. Tarpy, thank you so much for all the work that you put in on Arcfall Day. Everywhere it matters over in the lab. Putz, thank you so much. Jules Vern, as always, instrumental, clutch teaching the charts, the data, the gathering of everything, and even more so, the data gathering, which is great, but the analytics, the expert knowledge and teaching that comes from truly understanding the game. Guys, can't
get that anywhere else.
Cannot get that anywhere else. It cannot be understated that we have just got a crack team over here. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you guys so very much. And, of course, for all of you for being such amazing members of the community. Thank you guys so very much. Again, with the big head shave and all that stuff made possible by you guys today.
Go watch that video if you have not already. It's
yeah,
on YouTube.
Check out the YouTube channel, guys. The video of me actually being shaved. It was ridiculously funny. It's amazing. Thank you guys so very, very much. We really do appreciate each and every single one of you. My name is UltimatDJz.
And I'm Griffin.
And we are the team over here Talking Trek. We will catch you this coming Thursday night. In the meantime, you guys go say hey to Major Samo. Love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Good night, everybody.